Hi, Kelly Lynn D'Angelo here at the Tuscarora Turtle Clan. Welcome back to NDND. We are very excited to have you. We are going to go around in the circle as we often do and make our introductions very quickly. So starting off, I'm going to throw it to Joey. Bow, 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 bow.
Hey everybody, my name is Joey Clift. I'm enrolled Cowlitz and I'm playing the role of Jarfield. So next I'm going to throw it to Siena. Ba-ba-ba.
Hi, Siena. I'm Pete, Choctaw Nation, Oklahoma. I'm gonna throw it to Azie. We got a big episode, so I'm throwing it.
I'm Azie, Pamunkey Nation of Virginia, and I'm Eucalyptus, who's an elf. Well, half. You've seen. I'm throwing it to Benny. Sorry.
Hey, howdy. My name is Benny Wayne Sully. I am a member of the Chichangu Lakota Nation RST represent, and I'm Ikto, and I'm gonna pass it on over to Lucas Brown Eyes.
Hey, I'm Lucas Brown Eyes. I'm Oglala Lakota. I play Chante, the Triton Druid, and I'm gonna pass it on to Kelly because we're gonna get rolling.
Back. All right, so let's do a quick recap as to what happened in the last episode and let you guys all know what's happening right now. All right, so our team here split up in two, having met with Charlene in sort of a dark little bungalow area off one of the block paths in the town of Press, upon which everybody was like discussing things, trying to figure out a good game plan. And in order to kind of go with this great map that Charlene had been working on over the last year, you guys decided to kind of split up and figure out the best sort of means of not just the materials she gave some of you guys, like scrolls and potions and information, but also what was on this map, which was this very eccentric sort of architect that Ikto and P decided to kind of roll into the nice part of town, met with him, got some information, and then quickly got out. P also got zapped and like frozen for a bit as Ikto is trying to get out of a very uncomfortable sort of high tea gathering. But you eventually made your way back, upon which you also discovered, after resting up and sleeping, Eucalyptus found this like image, strange thing underneath her pillow. She pulled Jarfield aside, flagged with him some of the drama that might be happening on Charlene's end, and then you guys all gathered once more. Planned, plotted, threw one of the potions that somebody broke it, and quickly had to kind of come back together with the intent to like go to this event because it's about to start soon. It is nearing 4 p.m. You guys know that you have a little bit of a walk to get to this place. So it's like it was around 3:15. It will take some time to walk there. And you guys have been making your way there, and it has kind of come up on your peripheral vision as you're all walking with Charlene, Tomato, and Cheesy, all in different stages of invisibility. As Jarfield had cast in Charlene, or it's kind of hiding in the shadows and ducking around because they're going to make sure that the perimeter is clean of the 9 lives. Otherwise, you're here at this grand, beautiful entrance. You can hear sort of already the clinking of fine glass and silverware. You can already smell the scent of something wafting in the air, which is actually for the first time not that sort of very dense, smoky, very, very, I guess, heavy scent in the air of whatever that sort of black smoke is that's kind of been dousing all of the more poorer areas of Press. But there's sort of a breeze coming in here, and again, your thighs are very, very strong because it's just an uphill climb to get to the nicer area. So y'all are feeling the burn in your thighs as well, getting good exercise. But yes, as you're approaching this place, it looks beautiful. There's a gorgeous sort of topiary out front that has all these different shapes of different cats. You can kind of get the idea of where the 9 lives come from. You also can see upon entering this gorgeous, humongous sort of iron wrought gate, these columns, like Grecian columns with different cats also lining them. It's very ritzy, and the architectural design is very similar to what both P and Ikto had seen previously. It is just stunning to look at. There's mosaics everywhere, but the most curious thing here is that the metals created to make sort of the sheen is what those mosaics are. So it's almost so shiny as you're approaching it. and there's some sort of clearing in the sky. It's kind of odd how sun seems to just kind of be coming through on this very ritzy area of the neighborhood. But it almost makes everything like in fractals as you're approaching it. It's very grand. So as you're walking forward and you're about to enter the 9 lives, you guys are all kind of still together in a way. You're kind of trying to make sure. You can see people are entering it. They have these beautiful cloaks, gorgeous sort of suits, you could call it, but it's a little bit more casual than that. You can tell that they've been here a lot, so they don't need to present as much. You see men and women, people of all different sort of shapes and colors walking forward and laughing, but it's a small crew. And the guards at the front, you see 2 of them immediately a little bit past that main entrance gate, at a secondary gate that seem to be familiar with everybody walking in. The whole area is iron rock gated, and the gate is I'd say about 20 feet tall. It's a big iron rock gate. All right. So let's take it away as you guys are approaching.
Okay, so the plan, Eucalyptus, is you'll as yourself go in, tell everybody that you're trying to gamble, try to get information on where's Tom Starbuckle and where's Blurmel. We're invisible, so we'll shadow you. And then eventually try to like make your way up to the 2nd floor. We'll follow so that we can disable the Eagle Eye statue and then see what the heck's in that tabaxi room. And then like
Jarfield. I don't mean to be rude, but I haven't heard a word you said. I'm really nervous because I don't think I look good enough to get in this place. Look at these people.
What? You look great, Ikto. Tell her how great she
gold.
looks.
They've got gold. Everything's gold.
Yeah, but your dad's famous. It doesn't matter how
Yeah,
you look.
but do I look like my dad is famous right now? Like, are they gonna believe me?
Oh! I have a jar of eyes. We can string together like an eye necklace.
Nope.
Don't
Nope.
think that's the aesthetic we're going for here.
As you
That's-
guys
I'm
are
sorry, Jarfield. I
approaching,
shouldn't have cut you off. I know that these are very important plans, but I also sorry.
as you're approaching though, and Eucalyptus, you're saying this, something catches, like something shiny catches the corner of your eye, not in the direction of the house, somewhere else, maybe across the street nearby. And you look, and what you see there is this old woman with all these scarves on her. And she's got all of these. She's got all these like gold and platinum scarves. She's got copper scarves, and they're just scarves, but they're pretty. And she's just kind of standing there and looking at the corner, and she's trying to peddle these people passing by, but they're just ignoring her.
All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go over there and get a scarf from that old lady. Do you think that's
Take
enough?
P. Take P. She might have to swipe one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
true
good
because
at
it might be really expensive. I don't know. She doesn't look like high end.
No, this lady, she was giving free scarves away earlier. You could probably
Let's be careful. We need all the money for the gambling. So
Yeah,
she can
and
impress
also
everyone
not
with how
your
much she
money.
gambles.
Also, if she has a scarf pin, like like something really like we need that, I definitely know you need to swipe. So maybe I'll try to buy a scarf, and then while I'm buying a scarf, if she has any like pretty pins, like sparkly stuff, you got me right.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Let's do this.
All right, let's
So
go over
P's
there.
gonna go shiv this person?
Yeah.
No, just
No.
pickpocketing. Shipping gets a lot of attention.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we don't need blood right now. That's the last thing I need is to be bloody at this occasion.
It's cool.
Okay, let's go.
Guys, anybody want a scarf? You want a scarf?
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah.
I would like to buy your best scarf, most beautiful scarf.
Oh gosh. It's been a hard day for selling. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I
You
don't
want
have
the
much
one?
time.
You want the one where I keep it? I keep one good scarf. I'll give it to you. And she pulls from behind her from somewhere a scarf that like slowly comes out from behind. She goes, but I can't just give you this scarf. You see it? And she kind of shows you it, and it's beautiful. It's gold, and it has like little specks of sort of iridescence
Brown?
in it. It's very pretty. No brown, surprisingly.
Oh, good. Ooh.
Yeah,
she's
that
showing it.
smells surprisingly better than I expected.
She
Okay.
kind of shows it. She shines it. She goes, but you're one of those rich ones going into that place, yeah? So I'm giving you the good one. So it's gotta be worth something for you. I'm real old, and I've been giving scarves away in the poor neighborhood. So could you please pay a fair share?
I just want to know, just like so I can know,
Yeah.
for future purposes, like, do you have like scarf pins or like what are they called?
Like a
Brooch.
brooch.
Brooches? Do you have any
Brooches.
brooches?
I got brooches. I got brooches in other special places if you want me to go grab those too.
No, maybe just like for later. Like where do you usually? Okay, yes, I do want you to get a brooch. Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay,
And she-
actually,
Wait,
okay, go ahead. Go
1
ahead.
second. Okay, and she like lifts up the scarves, and you just hear shuffling. Like she's like under. She's tiny. She's like under some scarves, like that beautiful cloth that she had pulled out. It's like over her head, and you just hear like a
Okay. Actually, you know what?
and then she takes off the
Okay.
top cover. Found it.
You found it. Okay.
And she
Oh,
hands you
no.
this. She hands you this tiny little gold brooch. That looks really. It looks very pretty. It's small, and it's simple, but it has sort of like a inlaid gem in the center. It kind of looks like a some sort of citrine,
Mm.
and it makes like a little sun. She shows you.
Okay, that's great. Well, how much for the scarf? I'm just gonna put it out there. How about a half penny?
Half a penny? I don't even know. Is that like a copper in this
Uh,
way?
Well, okay, what about a sixpence?
I really honestly could go for a whole gold piece for the cloth. One whole gold piece.
I will do half a gold crown, ma'am.
I can't bargain with you here. It doesn't look like I made of money.
Yeah, does it look like I'm made of money? It doesn't. That's
It
why I need
does.
that
You look
scarf.
very wealthy. You're walking into one of the finest places in Olive Press.
Eucalyptus, show her your hole.
Ma'am, I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually disabled. Look,
Here, just roll a persuasion check.
oh wait. Wait, which one is that? The 20?
Yeah, 20.
17
Oh,
plus.
damn.
Oh, what is my plus? I don't even know.
Probably
Oh,
a pretty
4
good
plus
persuasion.
4.
Okay.
Hey,
So she
Ikto,
oh yeah.
Ikto, does she look like a commoner?
Yeah, I was thinking I might
the scarf lady?
infest her. Yeah.
No.
She
I
looks-
have no, trust me, I have my way with people. The commoners, I just show them Okay, so some people say I have like a heart of darkness. I like to say I'm a pragmatist, who lives with it. And I can kind of persuade commoners. Should I just go over there and kind of like stare into her eyes and do that?
It kind of looks like they've got it maybe handled. We'll see.
Okay,
if
because
you
I'm
wanna
worried
go
they're going to
over-
spend money that's not theirs.
As you
Yeah,
shout that, she kind
so
of is like bargaining, Eucalyptus
everything
and her
I've
talking.
gotten is from alms. Because when people see I've been like thrown out of my community because of this hole, and I don't really have a way to support myself. And this might be the last night I live, which is why I'm going to this party to live it up.
Okay.
Because at any moment this hole will explode and I'll die. So I just want one night in my life to feel beautiful. And that's why I've come to buy this from you. And I just wonder if you could, I know you've got your own issues, but like,
Oh yeah,
if you
I
could
got crazy issues. Yeah.
if you could just work with me here and
Well, you know what? I would love to work with you. I have so many issues. If you promise to get a coffee with me as well tomorrow, so I can tell you all about them, and you can kind of act as like a free therapist, I'm in.
I just want you to know that I probably will be dead by then. But if not, because this, like I said, probably the last night of my life. So I'm trying to live it up. But if not, that'll be the last coffee of my life,
You know what? You got
So-
me sold. Half a gold. We'll do the deal. We'll do the deal. So here's half
Thank
a
you.
gold for and she gives you that cloth that you can, it's actually quite large, can kind of wrap around you like a little bit of a sash if you wanted. It has a little bit of a trail. But she still has that brooch. And as she's holding the brooch, she goes, but this brooch is a special brooch, and I can't just give it to you. There has to be some sort of promise that you'll return it. I'll let you borrow it, but it's a family heirloom.
Yes, I'm sure you want to keep that family going. So,
I mean, I'm like 800 or something probably. I haven't counted in a long time. But this is special. And if I give it to you, you return it to me, or else I will make sure I find it some other way.
are you going to be in this exact spot tomorrow?
I don't believe so, but I'll be here all night. I have to go where business takes me.
You know what?
I'm a
Yes.
businesswoman.
Okay.
You know, the people
If I
here, they
don't
don't
give
meet
it
that
to
day.
you, do you have another family member? What's your last name? Your surname? Just give it to me. Yes, I'll give
Okay.
it back to you.
All
I'll give it
right.
back to
She hands it to you. And you take it. You have the brooch and you have the scarves. And she kind of snickers and she goes, "Did any of your other friends want scarves?"
No, I'm the only one that's dying. So
Okay.
I'm the only one. They pulled all their money for me. You know, like I said, it. Yeah. Okay. I gotta go.
Bye.
Thank
I love you.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Thanks.
And you walk away.
Guys, I'm sorry about that. That took longer than I expected, but I did get the scarf and I didn't use any money. And P was,
Oh, good.
as usual, very important to the process. And
I
That-
didn't get to do anything. You start telling this lady, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna steal this, and you're like,
Wait,
I'm dying. What?
Did she spend your money?
no, I
Hey.
didn't spend any money.
Hi,
That looks like a
Invisible-
roller coaster.
Invisible
Yeah.
Tabaxi here. I just want to say I'm not sure how much time we have, and I'm only invisible
we
for
should
so
probably get going.
long. Yeah.
But I have one more thing, and that's just I'm really worried about this plan of turning off all the lights, like and the electricity, because I feel like that'll just make people get upset and leave. So is there something we can do? Like tell them it's only gonna be like 10 minutes or something so that they stay.
I can do that. I can do that. I can do that with a spell. And
Or also,
make
you
a-
look like
make an
the
announcement.
architect, though.
Yeah, you look.
You look.
yeah,
You don't need a
need a
spell.
spell.
You
just
could
Just tell
look like the
you.
architect.
tell them.
Yeah.
You could just say, "Architect here for safety reasons. I've got to turn the lights off for like 15 to 20 minutes.
I'll do that.
Partying."
But, and then you say it'll make the atmosphere better, and then maybe they'll just have some candles, and it'll be romance.
It's also 4 p.m.
All
so
right.
Not that
Just
dark.
nearing it. Yep. So as you guys
Also-
are oh, go ahead.
Just so you guys know, I have like a way with commoners. They pretty much give me anything I want. I've had some like fight to the death for me. So like, I don't know. Maybe
I've known
maybe
you
in
for
the
a while,
future.
not experienced this.
Yeah, no, it's true though. It's true though. It's
You
not
guys
a
kind of-
feature that I just discovered this weekend.
You guys all kind of march your way into this main corridor, this gated entryway that is, again, very ornate, but those guards are right there waiting, checking everybody at the door as they're entering. And you can hear some like, it's so good to see you again. It's so good to see you again. It's so good to see you again. Oh, I can't wait for tonight. The gambling should be good fun. So as you guys are all walking in, I want you guys to roll a quick perception check to see what you can even hear on the entrance.
Nat 20 plus.
Nat 20, you don't have to
yeah.
even add additions to it.
Yeah.
Fat Nat. Fat
Yes.
Nat.
At that.
First roll of the day. So five.
I got a 7 plus 2.
Easy roll.
So
7
pretty
plus 2.
great.
Okay, so Ikto is not really listening. He's a little preoccupied.
I'm telling people, hey, nice to see you.
16 from P.
16 from me.
16. Okay.
Matching.
8 plus 6.
All right, and so a 14,
So 14.
for Chante. So Ikto's a little in his own world. I would say that anybody above a 12, which is almost everybody but Ikto, you guys can hear at least Jarfield moving. So you know he's around you. You also know Charlene's around you, and you guys can see Tomato and Cheese like break off in opposite directions and start to check the perimeter, like they're not walking into this main area. As you're overhearing the conversations happening, you can hear that there's a very large excitement. There seems to be more people coming tonight than usual. It's going to be like a high gambling evening. You can hear people talking about entertainment that's supposed to come tonight, as well as some sort of honored guest. They don't know who this honored guest is, but there is supposed to be somebody coming that is, you know, newer. Maybe there's going to be fresh blood. There's this sort of bubble bubble of energy as you're walking in, that people are excited that maybe not, it's not going to be the same old. This is gossip center, whatever this is. This is where they meet weekly and exchange information. And there seems to be a new blood coming. as this discussion is happening, Jarfield with a nat 20. You also overhear of this sort of honored guest, and you don't know who it is off the top of your head, but you can hear someone's voice from maybe the entry point of like the 8 people or so talking. That one of these people there sort of drops their voice and says, "Yeah, I'll be in the upstairs room later." And so you can kind of tell that there's some sort of discussion happening. The person who speaks that, I'll say with an nat 20, you can tell it's a male voice and it's one tall. It's coming from like the tall person, but they're a little bit shrouded and they look actually a little less elegant than everybody else. They look a bit more plain.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Eucalyptus and I'm going to whisper. I'm pretty sure. Can you check to see if that tall guy's Tom Starbuckle?
The tallest guy?
Yeah, the tall guy the tall guy. The tall
Okay.
guy.
Well, that's really creepy because I can feel your breath, but I can't see you.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to get killed.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway.
I can smell your breath. Ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't
All
smell
right.
very good, guys. I
Yeah.
had a sardine sandwich before
Okay,
this.
we got it.
So,
we got it. Okay, so
before
tall
you can-
guy.
So as you mark him, Eucalyptus, you guys are noticing he was walking into that entrance, and the guards kind of nod, check, their faces, check the paperwork, maybe the invitations that they have, or some sort of card. They seem to be flashing something. You guys can't see it to the guards as they're walking in. But then you guys all make it, and you're kind of halted the moment that you try to enter. The 2 guards are standing right there in the front. You can see as it's nearing this sort of 4 p.m. That there is already buzzing happening in the front area with some guards starting to change out their locations. You can spot right away that there's 2 guards in the front. There's another 2 guards behind them. And then there's 10 or so other guards around the perimeter walking around the front entrance right now. So it's quite heavily guarded. So as you're making your way in, these guards stop you as you guys are kind of whispering to each other and pointing at the tall person who's making their way towards the entrance of the door. And they say, "Excuse me." It's this like, woman who looks a little skeptical, and this other woman standing beside her. And they say, "I don't think I know your face."
Oh, that's funny. I am Eucalyptus, Thunderbird daughter. That's daughter of Lord Thunderbird of the adventures that you've heard.
It's not often we allow outsiders in here unless they got coin to show for it.
Well, as I said, I'm the daughter of a lord. I don't know if you heard that. So of course I have, I don't like to talk about money because it's rude, but I do have a lot of it. Would you like to see it? Is that something you do around here? You just look at people's purses?
1 second. She kind of leans over to Hannah and she whispers to Hannah, and Hannah kind of whispers back, and you can hear that they're having some sort of conversation. She turns back and she goes, "The 2 of us don't really know about you exactly. So sure, show us, flash us your money, show us how much you got."
I hope that this kind of establishment, the guards don't take bribes, because that would be so sad.
Roll an insight
Poof.
check on, as you're saying that and you're trying to gauge her, Eucalyptus, just roll a quick insight check for me as you're talking to her.
11 plus 3, so 14.
11 plus 3. Okay. So this guard seems to have a little bit of edge to her. There's something here that she's enjoying the power position. She likes to be the person at the door who can't let people in. So you have a feeling that even if you flash your money to her, she's using it as a game. Like there's no sort of like intent there. But if you can do something to kind of put her into her place as a guard, and you're kind of, she there's cracks in her armor. You can see a little bit of it, but she's trying to guard the way she can.
Is there another guard nearby?
Yes, Hannah, the woman that she just whispered to.
Is there a man nearby?
There's 2 men behind them.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes. Hi. This guard is trying to ask me for a bribe. And I don't know. I'm not from here, but where I've come from, that is illegal. And I'm here with my money, an honest woman, daughter of a lord. and I'd like to play at your establishment but I don't want to be somewhere where people are engaging in illegal activity.
Okay, so we'll have this be a persuasion check with advantage. There's a little bit of lies in there, but there's mostly true. So we'll have it be persuasion.
19
Oh, damn.
with +4.
Okay, so 23. As you're saying this, the guard behind goes, fucking Hannah. Bella?
Yeah, and she ripped my scarf.
Bella, Hannah, you guys change out's happening anyway. You guys get back into the barracks. You guys need to get an attitude adjustment again. She's like, fine, I've been waiting all day anyway. She kind of looks at you, scoffs, and like walks away. And then he walks forward and he goes, I'm so sorry, ma'am. She's got a little bit of an attitude.
What a welcome.
Sometimes.
That's all I have to say. What a
She's
welcome.
She's very, I hope you can, forgive
I'll try
her.
to move past this. I mean, I know that, times are hard.
Yes.
Everybody needs money.
Come inside. If you are here to gamble, which I would expect it is, unless you have do you have an elite card?
I'm sorry?
An elite card.
Oh, an elite card. Oh, I forgot my elite card at home. This is crazy. I never do this. But
Roll a deception check for me. Roll a deception check.
I thought that's what you said. Elite card. Where's my head? It's a 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
Boned.
So he takes a moment. He listens to this and he goes, and he kind of leans over and he whispers to his friend. And right away he goes, ma'am, I think that you might be trying to break into here. Are you a commoner trying to gauge?
What is this? Is this because I'm half elf? This is outrageous. Where's the what are they called?
At this moment,
I'm sorry,
I walk
ma'am,
up.
we can't let you in. We can't let you in.
Can I walk up and put my arm around her?
So at this moment, kind of timed out because you guys are all waiting in line. There's a little bit of line and some people behind you guys now are like, oh, what's taking so long? There's a little bit of a crew behind you, about 5 or 6 other people. So yeah, Ikto, you walk up.
I walk up, put my arm around her. Eucalyptus, the Thunderbird daughter. Oh, my darling, how are you?
I was about to leave. I'm so glad you came.
Well, you're going to leave my building?
I've never been so insulted. First, there was a woman who tried to bribe me, one of your guards, and then this man, I guess he's racist or something. He doesn't allow half elves. I don't know because I'm a halvesy. I don't know, but all I know is that he says that I'm not elite.
You, sir. What is your name?
All right, I want you to roll a performance check, Ikto.
Great.
Please don't get a 1.
I got a 9 + 5.
Okay.
Not bad.
You're lucky that roll was cocked. Okay, so what was it again?
9 + 5.
9 + 5, so that's 14?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He sits there and he's listening to you and he goes, I don't know who this dude is. The guy next to him's like, yeah, I don't know who he is either. Who are you?
Do you not know who designed their building?
You have a job because I let this building be. I let this building exist.
As you're saying that, somebody else behind the line, like these people waiting, go, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the architect of the place. That's the architect, I think. And so a couple people in line seem a little like confused, but nodding. And the 2 guards in front are looking at each other curiously, but they seem to be listening actively to you, Ikto, now.
Do you need some sort of identification? Some sort of, I have my elite card right here. I'm going to put my hand in my pocket, cast minor illusion, and pull out an ID and an elite card.
I want you to roll a sleight of hand to make sure that as you're casting the spell, you're doing it in a perfect way where your mouth and your lips and your hand motions are moving.
20, fat nat.
That's a good fat nat, my friend.
That's because I have a +1 in sleight of hand.
And there's a lot of people around you watching your every move right now. So I'm
such a good magician.
Quietly like, and like go down, and you pull out the elite card. And he sees it right away. And he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. We should know obviously who you are. I hope you can forgive us, and you as well, Eucalyptus. Of course, you have a +1 always with an elite card. So if you are his +1, even though I don't know who this guy is behind you, sir, is he your guest?" And he points to Chante.
You don't have to know everything about my being here. Don't you know that there are always updates happening to my art? Art is living,
is this
and I need a crew. What is?
Oh, so
What
this
is
is not your
this?
+1 to the formal entrance. This is the construction worker who needs to go
What are
around the back.
schools like about
Yeah,
that?
no, I
What
deal
are
with
the
wood and
schools
nails
like?
and stuff.
I'm so appalled that you have yet to offer my darling an apology.
Oh,
What
I'm
kind of-
sorry. Yeah,
Who
I'm
are
sorry.
they hiring these days?
Please don't.
It's the schools,
please,
the
please don't tell
lack of funding.
Please don't tell Mr. Starbuckle. It could really affect our families.
It's going to be. I'll tell you what. It's going to be very difficult for me not to bring it up. This has been.
After
You know,
we
my
haven't
boy,
even
I
entered
say
the
you
building yet.
demand. I say you demand for him to take you to Starbuckle right now to tell him what happened. That's what I say you do. Because
Who are you?
honestly,
You're a
actually-
construction worker. You shouldn't be
No, but he
talking to
speaks the truth. He is
I am
clearly
his friend.
more
I'm a
educated
personal
than you
friend
are.
and colleague. Okay,
And-
just because
and-
I work with my hands, I'm sorry if I
Yes.
don't sit there
He's
with a
an
little
artisan.
clipboard. You know how much
Artisan.
carpenters make in the land of industry? A lot.
He's an apprentice to one of the greatest
You know what?
architects of our time.
You do not need to take me to Starbuckle, but I would like to know where he is in case of some sort of other guards or anything like that. I feel like I need to be able to know where he is so that I can go.
I mean,
go
to tell
see
you
him
the
and
truth,
Well,
report.
I
I'd like
don't-
an apology right in front of Starbuckle myself. That's the kind of thing
I
Well, if that's
can't
what my
leave-
darling wants.
I can't leave
And I'd
my
like to see
post
it.
currently, but I promise you,
Oh,
ma'am,
but you
I will.
can discriminate.
Well,
I-
technically, yes, I'm a guard at the front who can discriminate against who
That's
comes
not
in and
the
leaves.
kind of discrimination.
Oh,
No
I
way.
believe that. I believe you're talking back to my love. Wow. Wow.
As you guys are talking, you can tell more and more people are gathering behind you, and that keeping up at this door entrance is like people are getting more curious, and some people are eager or excited, or they're just starting to flag the commotion, and it's
Just
creating a
go
little bit of a
inside.
scene.
Oh, I'm so sorry
Like I
for
said-
everyone behind me. I'm so I extend my deepest apologies for this. It has nothing to do with us. We've been mistreated at the door, and we are elites.
In the chaos, I slip
Appalled.
into the building.
Great, cool. That's what I wanted to hear. So Jarfield and Charlene, as well as P, I'm assuming the three of you guys are all trying to sneak past these guards. I would like stealth checks as this is happening. All right, let's do it. Don't forget, if you are invisible, you have +10 on your stealth checks. And I will give you guys advantage because
Nat
of the
20.
commotion. Oh,
Nat
well,
20.
you don't even get
Oh,
but I'm checking Charlene's. Oh, Charlene rolled a fat nat too with an advantage.
This is amazing.
I rolled a 9 + 10 + 5, so it's a dirty 24.
Nice. Let me just check these guards because you are technically walking past, because you're here almost right at 4 p.m. There's an exchange happening. So you're technically only with 2 of them right now instead of 4 as the movement's happening. So the guards, and what did you roll again?
Dirty 24.
Good thing y'all rolled real good because they rolled real good too. So as the commotion is happening, it's just enough of the chaos that as everyone's looking back and Eucalyptus is pointing and apologizing, P, Charlene, and Jarfield, you all just like the wind of the night in the shadows that are cast by the iron gates. You're all able to kind of tiptoe and move around and make your way into this main entrance area. There's beautiful fountains on both the left and the right. There's small gardens, everything, beautiful trees of all different sorts that are blossoming. But the main thing is just that gorgeous double-doored entryway that's currently open, that has sort of this gorgeous rolled out copper carpet that has made its way down the front. So you guys are walking in that direction.
my good lad, you are lucky that I have pressing work to get done on my art.
Good day.
However,
Yes.
my darling, my Eucalyptus, is here for a good time. So if she wants to see Starbuckle, somebody will take her to Starbuckle.
It is not my job to bring somebody to Starbuckle. He himself owns this place. He's usually on the main entrance walking around, ma'am. And sir, you would know that, obviously. He has to attend to all of his guests. So he's in somewhere on the main floor. Just find him. You know what he looks like.
I sense a tone that I do not like, and this will be brought up. I'll have you know, there will be punishment. Let's go, darling.
I
Let's
shall
go.
have your hat.
Apprentice with me. I put my
I
arms
whisper
around both of them.
in Ikto's ear. I would do it. Give him fleas. Just give him fleas. Give that
Oh,
fucker
don't
fleas.
worry.
Fuck
Don't
that
worry.
dude.
I will. Not yet. Not yet.
As you guys all walk in, you make your way, and the guard just kind of gives like a long sigh, like it's been a long day, and this isn't the only time this has happened.
I want to get before we go, I want to get a really good look at his face so that I can remember what he looks like later. So that I can find that dude again and give him fleas.
Okay, roll a quick, just roll a quick perception check to try to do your best to
This is
recall
not
this.
the highest priority,
It
guys.
really is.
I got a 10 plus 2.
Yeah, so you kind of remember his face shape.
You know what? I want to
like.
stare him down too. I want to stare him down too. I really hate this fucker.
Roll a perception as well.
I'm trying to
I got a
remember
9
what
plus
things to be
6,
doing
so
in here.
15.
15. All right, you get a little bit more. He is a very generic guard, but you think that out of a crew, you could point him out. You could tell who he is. So you guys
Fucker.
make your way in.
Prior.
As this is going, you do see other guards at that main entry point. If I told you guys there's 10 other people kind of making their way around now, and there is an exchange happening. You can see 10 people there's some sort of stagger where there's a traditional 10, but it's almost like 5 guards right now because of the way the movement is and the chaos and the talking a little bit. So it's a little less heavily guarded, and you only see 2 people at the main entrance guarding that initial entry point. But as you're going towards it, you can see that they're clocking or counting and keeping track of who's walking in with what guest. And they do see the construction worker and you, as the architect, approaching with more than one person. So one of the guards says, halt, we can only allow one in, obviously, because of the elite guard entry point. But if you are some sort of worker for the building, you know the entrance point around the back. Thank you.
This fucker's rude.
Excuse me? You can't let me and my artists come in. We have pressing matters.
You would know you would not allow.
Apprentice.
You would know, sir. You've
This
been
is
here
a-
before many times.
This is a special circumstance.
cannot
isn't it?
allow-
Do you have something that you had to do that's near the door?
I do. I have so many things that I need to do, and they're right over there. And this guard's not going to let me. Tom is going to get
I mean, if he
fearful.
doesn't, from what I remember, if you don't get it done, this place that will lose electricity. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's on your head then, sir.
Well,
I mean, the
yeah,
basement's flooding. If you want to cause hundreds of gold pieces of damage, all because of you, because it's flooding
Again,
beyond
sir,
repair.
you would know that the entrance point, since you were the architect of this, all of the workers go around the back. Literally, nobody is allowed in the
I
front to the elite
know
event.
where
It's
it
highly
is.
guarded.
Charm person. I cast charm person.
There's 2 people there. Do you
I-
charm one of them?
Wait, can I charm both of them? I have 2 slots.
No, you can't yet. Can't
Then
double.
never mind. I
Yes.
don't.
Pull a rock out of my pocket and I throw it at Chante.
Pings the back of your head. I'll just say it. You can feel like a little clock on the back. You also hear Charlene Charlene's voice very quickly pass behind you that says, "Just do what he says," and so you can kind of hear that.
These people are dicks. Just go around. I'm gonna memorize this guy's face too.
Chante, my apprentice.
I'll say that the 15 carries over, and you kind of remember this dude's face.
Just for clarification, he's saying that because I have an elite card, I'm allowed in with my
Yeah.
+1,
Yeah.
but the apprentice is not.
No, yeah. So any of the workers can't come into the grand foyer. It's it's clearly, and you can see there's rope even from the entrance point of the double doors that are open to that copper rollout. You can see that there's roped corners within. There's other people clinking glasses. There's service happening, but you can also see that there's hedge cutters and things that are making their way around to the right side. That seems to be the entrance.
My
Okay,
good, my
I'm gonna
good
go
card. Will you? My apprentice has not seen my art yet. He's seen the blueprints, but you know how this building changes so regularly. would you mind giving him an escort just to the door so that he does not get lost? He is a little dim, shall we say.
Yeah, this is a large property. As somebody else nearby whistles, and you can see that the changing of the guards happening. One of the guards nearby that's in the corner, like gets to the flag and like kind of nods and walks over and says, yes, can I help you guys? Do you need like...
My apprentice here needs an escort to the workers entrance as he does
Can't
not own
afford
an
any
elite
more
card
delay.
yet.
We understand
Yes,
that
of course.
this is the protocol.
I'm gonna whisper
We
into
can't afford
into
any more
Ikto's
delay.
ear. I'm gonna whisper into Ikto's ear. I'm sober, and if one more person does this bullshit to me, plan or not, I'm just gonna blow up the pipeline underneath it with everyone inside. I have a flint. I will do it.
In this drama, I slip past these guards too.
Well,
All right,
Well-
let's have everybody roll stealth. Yes.
wait, while
Yes,
this is
Jarfield.
happening, real quick, I'm like leaning over to Charlene and I'm just like, wait, was Tom Starbuckle the tall guy? You know what he looks like.
I don't know if that was him, but there's many important people who will be here tonight.
But like, is
So
Tom
maybe he's
Starbuckle
one
tall?
of his elite guests.
Is he
He
tall?
is not that tall. He is medium
it.
size, but yeah,
Oh,
it might
okay.
be one of his close friends.
Oh,
He
got
has
it.
many people that he invites up into private quarters.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now let's sneak in like cats.
Yeah. So she rolled a 26 on that
11.
with advantage. Don't forget, you guys have advantage
Oh.
because of the commotion. I
Um,
forgot. It still tracks for
oh.
this too.
Okay.
Advantage, great.
11.
11.
Oh.
I rolled a 13 plus 10 plus 5, so 28.
Okay, that's good. So Charlene and Jarfield, you guys are both able to slip past the main guards here as you're going. P, something happens where you just like stir incorrectly and you're about to like go through, like I'll say you're in a hedge kind of like nearby that entrance point, and you've been kind of like crawling under the hedge and through the hedge, and now you're on the other side of the hedge where you can kind of jump onto the platform that lets you inside to the entrance. And as you're doing that, you just make a little bit too much noise as like one of the guards like turns to look back at you and like can catch that like there's like a hand like somewhere that's like kind of, and you can just hear what, like what is that?
Yeah, I
Someone
bolt
there?
inside. I bolt inside. I run.
Oh, okay, so you run inside, visible, sane.
Well, now that they've seen my hand, I'm just gonna wait. No, whatever. Fuck it. I'm just running in. This is fucking bullshit.
Okay. So as you run inside, like right away, like this guard's like, wait, oh, well, yeah. And so he goes and he starts to chase after you and he's trying to grab you, but you're going to dash inside real quick. So we'll pick up to what's happening there in a second. Chante, Eucalyptus, and Ikto as George, what's going on here? Because you guys all like were told a moment ago that like this is where the entrance is and this is what's happening. But as this commotion is happening, you can see one of the guards nearby turns and leaves. There's only 2 guards now in front of you, one that's going to escort you and the ones that's guarding the entrance. But right away, you can see the other guard stop and like go to whistle to call everyone forward because something's going wrong.
I charm person that guy.
The one who's about to whistle?
Yeah, I cast charm
Okay.
person.
Do you want to do it so the other guard sees you do it? There's another guard right there.
I
You see
want.
me, Cass?
I
You
want.
can write sleight of
to-
hand, but
I'm
I-
gonna faint. She's gonna faint.
okay.
Yeah.
Just
Roll a performance check for me, Eucalyptus.
sorry, this is probably loud. You just don't want to know.
Oh, we do.
Performance. Oh, +6. Oh, that's still bad. 3 + 6, so 9.
Yeah, so you faint, nobody cares. like you fall back. And like there's this, and like the guards are ready to
Catch
go.
me, somebody, and nobody catches
Right
her.
away, you can hear like a whistle blow, and all of the guards are currently on, not just switching, but like there's traditionally 14, but clearly there's more because there's sort of a transitional period. So you can hear like already all of their attention called to the guard that just whistled in the front entrance. Ikto, do you have a move? Chante, do you have a move? Eucalyptus is
Yeah.
on the ground. She made her move.
I'm gonna go to the side entrance. I'm clearly in the wrong. I get it. You know, only elite douchebags can go through here, so I'm gonna go through the thing.
Oh, like the guard next to you like has his arm like on your shoulder. Like you're not able to break away right now. Like they're on full alert. Charlene and Jarfield, you guys do see this happening as well. Do either I'll let you know if Charlene did something, but Jarfield, do you want to do something as this is happening?
No, I want to see where this goes.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to just say, intruder! And then I'm going to say, oh, my darling! And I'm going to go and scoop her up in my arms and say, somebody call a doctor! And then that's it. That's
Okay.
what I'm going to do. I'm just making a scene.
You're going full out. You're right into the moment. So as this is happening, Chante's there, the two of you are there, Jarfield's just turning around. Charlene turns to you because you guys had both made your way into the entrance point. So you guys were just kind of soaking in at the moment how the layout of everything currently is. It seems to be pretty close to the way that she had mapped it. But as you're in there, you actually can see P like run in and being chased after by a guard. And right away, as she's kind of like panicked looking and there's a guard behind her, Charlene turns to you, Jarfield, and is like, we have to do something about this. This is bad.
Okay, so is there a way that I can trip the guard without breaking my invisibility?
Yeah, sure. I'll say that.
Okay, cool.
Roll a quick sleight of hand check, and I'll let you see what happens.
So I got let's see, I rolled a 10 plus my sleight of hand is 5, so 15.
Nice. Yeah, he didn't roll good for his deck save. So as he's walking forward and P like runs past, and P, you can't see your invisible friends, but you have a feeling they might be around here. You can just suddenly hear the guard go, oh, and like fall forward straight onto his face, knocked prone for a beat. Obviously can get up, but it gives you some time to figure something out. So the three of you guys right now are in this main entrance hall. You can see there's this giant, beautiful staircase that kind of goes up and opens up on either side that kind of allows you into that second floor. You can also tell that from the way that the staircase kind of opens up and wraps around in like a circle and has this gigantic entry point. Which is gorgeous chandelier that is reflecting all different sort of metallic light. It's very pretty. You can see that there's a door that lets out to two doors that let out to the right, a very large open door that lets out to the left. And inside of that dining hall, there has to be about 20 to 30 people. And there's just noise and ruckus coming from it. There are so many people drinking. You see tables, you see dice rolling, you hear cards, you see servants going around offering different food to people. You can see that gigantic, beautiful pendulum clock sort of in the center. In the corner, you can hear people playing like the cello and like the mandolin. There's music. It's very loud. So even in the chaos, from the moment that you entered here and the noise truly flooded out, you can tell that like nobody inside yet knows of the commotion on the outside. And it's not like what's going on outside noise-wise is happening inside. You think that there is like a beat where the guards are going to try to handle something without all these guests knowing, because that's their job. So as this is kind of happening, you gauge this, you take a moment, guards on the ground. What do you guys want to do? There's different entry points here. There's an upstairs area. You can see, though, that I want to mention there's these like poles and this sort of red rope that goes up to the stairs. So it's like telling the guests, don't go into these rooms. That red rope is also against the two doors to the right. The only room without the red rope is the one to the left.
Okay, so what I want to do is tabaxis have a heightened sense of smell, and we can tell pheromones of other tabaxis. So I'm gonna like smell the air and see if I can smell a blurmal.
That's you.
Okay, so let's have you roll it quick. Let's have it be an investigation check.
Let's see, that's 6 plus 2, so 8. So not a
Scent
good
of
one.
Blurmal is nowhere to be found. You also
Got it.
don't know if he's going to be here or not. You know that the exchange happening is with Tom Starbuckle, if I'm not incorrect. So, like you think he might be here, he might not. It's been kind of like he might come, he might not come, but maybe that's some information you can try to gather as the tension progresses.
Yeah, I'm going to like sleuth my way around the dining hall area and see if I can listen to like any word of Blurmal, Tom Starbuckle, an exchange, anything like that.
Okay. So you're gonna head to the left. Charlene can tell that you're about to head in that direction. I'm assuming that the two of you guys are kind of linked up because you're both invisible. You can't see each other. And she goes, "Psst, aren't we supposed to go upstairs?
Yes, darling. Well, let's do it.
Where do you want to go? Do you wish to go? But I don't know where you lead. Here.
So, I worry that there's magic upstairs that, like, we're going to need somebody with a dispel magic spell to dispel. So I think it's important for Eucalyptus to be upstairs with us. So I think that while we're waiting for them to do their thing and get into the room, we should probably like listen around in the dining room and see if we can hear anything.
Yes, I'm going to first tie up this guard with the rope or something. I'm just gonna like make sure that he can't move.
Oh, good.
Okay.
You're so smart.
She goes over and she's just like tying his shoelaces together to try to make sure that like he can't do anything. So she takes a beat to do that. Chante, Ikto, Eucalyptus, it's a little bit chaotic outside. Like certain guards are about to be sent in. You can see that there's like a group that are going to likely gather to go in the entry point of where somebody snuck in. P, I want to know what you're doing.
I'm disappearing into the crowd of drunken loud people. I'm just going right in. I'm just lower on the ground because I'm below everyone's crotches. I'm small. And
Okay.
I'm just disappearing into the pack.
All right, roll a stealth check for me.
13.
13. Oh. It's not. Well, at least initially. I'll say that you're not trying to stir too many people here because there's a lot of people in this area. So I rolled for a few of them and it seems like they're a little too drunk or a little too tipsy at the moment to notice that you enter this dining hall area. You slip to the left area and I'll say that you go underneath one of the tables. You're small. So you can kind of like sneak underneath the shadows and you're at like one of these gaming tables where some sort of game is happening. So we'll leave you there. The rest of you guys, as you're kind of performing and having this moment, and Chante, you're kind of being like, I want to go do my work, but also there's chaos and someone's like telling me to halt. The guard at the front, whose shoes were tied by Charlene, like tries to get up twice and like falls each time. And then he looks around, and as guards enter, as well as the guards that are nearby you guys, like wait and like just try to do some reconnaissance of what's happening. This dude with these shoelaces tied sits up, and one of the guards is like, Mark, where'd he go? Or she, or it. It was so quick. And like, he's like, I fell, man. I fell, and my shoes, I don't know what happened. And he's like, oh, we have to search the whole house now. And you can just hear the guards like frustrated that their guard lost track of them. So you can overhear this conversation happening.
Somebody help me with my darling. Is you there, guard? Is the resting room still on the second floor?
Roll a quick performance check for me.
Okay, let's do it. 16 plus 1. Or
Okay.
16 plus 5. 21.
All right. Yeah, the two guards there take a beat and they overhear that and they look to you, but you're like secondary to them right now. They just are busy trying to handle somebody going in. And they're like, oh yes, yeah, just go in through the doors, up the stairs if you know where it is. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
My apprentice, it's pressing. He needs to get into the back. Can somebody please take him now?
Well, we'll take him in a moment, sir. Please, just we have an issue. And so as this is happening, the two of you guys like get kind of like pushed or escorted in. And as this is happening, the guard who's kind of trying to lead these orders looks to you and he goes, but just make sure that you go up the right entry point. If you like unlock on the right side, always stay on the right. Okay. Just it's
Okay.
for safety purposes. Okay.
Can I track this and follow them upstairs?
Yeah. And you and Charlene also overhear that situation, which is stay to the right. So you guys are entering, you're entering Chante, you're kind of being held out back, and you can overhear this. There's 4 guards right now who have all centered around. They're all whispering a game plan to each other. And the guard that's going to escort you says, okay, like now, like they're doing their thing. I guess I escort you. Is that okay?
Yeah, great, man. Thanks.
Let's go. So yeah,
Ugh.
he begins to bring you out back. So it's right around the 4 p.m. mark that this is all happening. So it's a little bit past now as this interaction's occurring. So Chante, you get led around the outside area into the back entrance.
Can I chat up this guard? I wanna chat up this guy. I
Yeah.
feel like we got
So now that this is all happening and there is an alert out and there is going to be searching for people through this, which will be good fun. Just take note of that because clearly that hasn't been fully what's the word I'm looking for? Buttoned. But moving forward, we'll see what happens. So Chante, we'll start with you. As you're making your way out to the back entrance point, it is round 4.
I pull out some wine that I got from that guard earlier and was like, "Hey, man, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. You want some? You want some?" And I offer him some wine.
Oh, well, I just turned 18.
Yeah, it's okay. Who cares? I mean, what does that even mean? Like,
I don't know. I'm not supposed to drink on the job. This is a new job.
No, you totally
I'm
can. It's fine, dude. We're all gonna die. Might as well have fun right now. Am I right?
Okay, yeah, sure. So he kind of sips a little bit of it. He's like, "It's pretty good stuff."
Yeah.
Well, I gotta take you out back. You know, I wish I could have fun like everyone in there's having, but I gotta work for my family.
Listen. I want to take him by the shoulders and stare into his eyes, and I just want to tell him like, "Hey, listen, I've seen where we all end up. You know, we don't have a lot of time left in this world, so just enjoy it. I mean, here, keep this bottle. I got like 4, right? And you know what? You want some shrooms? Like, they're really good, and honestly, it makes you better at your job."
I'm really nervous because you're supposed to be doing like electrical work, and I don't know how I feel about.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Like,
Here,
this is making me feel real conflicted.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me. Just take some. It's good.
Can't. I don't know. Roll a persuasion check to see if you can get this kid at least a little more open-minded to this. Oh,
19 plus 1.
he rolled a fat nat though. So as you're trying to persuade this kid, there's like a moment and you're like trying to push drugs and he goes, "No, I can't for my family. Do you know how hard it is? You're a worker. You're one of the people. You're a commoner. You know, I've tried real hard to get this job. This is the hardest job in town to get. And mister, I don't know you, but listen, I hope that you get the help you need because it's clear that somewhere in your heart, there's a big piece missing. And I don't know if you got family that you love that you need to reattach yourself to, but sir, I suggest you work on it."
Okay, I'm gonna charm this person. I'm gonna waste a full-on spell slot.
Okay.
I cast charm person.
What's the saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. Oh shit, 14.
I need to know yours. Yeah, so it's 14. So we'll see.
Well, 14 plus what am I? 4.
It should just be a 14. And the kid rolls a 15. So you do the spell and he is able to fight it off and he goes, "Wait a second. You're casting spells on me. That means that you shouldn't be able to do that. You're working. Hey, everybody. And he starts to like yell out loud as you just tried to cast the spell on him and it failed.
Okay, so I grab his mouth.
Why is any of this happening?
and I put my silent. And I put my dagger to his throat and be like, "You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up right now."
We'll have you hold on that intimidation check. Just to see.
I'm trying to be so careful.
Chante is chaos.
We're gonna hold on that intimidation to see if it works. All right, moving forward, let's cut back to Eucalyptus and Ikto. As Ikto is dramatically holding Eucalyptus, and you guys rush into the entrance hall, and the guards are pointing up to the right-hand side of the staircase. So, do you make your way up there?
Yeah, the moment that I'm confident that nobody can see us, I set her down.
Okay. Right now you're in the entrance. There's a whole group gathered to the left-hand side. There's like 20 to 30 people.
So I'm just going to carry her to the the staircase to go up to the resting room.
Okay, so yeah, so that would be in this grand foyer entrance, the staircase to the right. They said stay to the right. So you walk to the right. There's this red rope. You take it, you open it on the right-hand side, no issues. You kind of walk past it. As you guys are making your way up the stairs, you get up to the second floor. And to the right as well would be technically the restroom room. So where do you want to go? You're now on the second floor. There doesn't seem to be any guards here right away. It's probably because you're right at the shift, but you do know that there's going to be a few that are likely also making their way patrolling these hallways.
So I'm just gonna say, Jarfield, are you here?
Yeah, buddy. We got to go to that eagle statue, and we got to like dispel magic it. Let's
No,
let's
the
take.
eagle statue's down.
You
You want me to go to the owl statue?
There's like a
Eagle eye.
statue.
Eagle eye.
Yeah. So like, I
Here.
think that let's go there, but like take like right
I don't think
turns the
it's-
entire way. Be on the right hand
Yeah.
side. Let's like make our way.
You
to
guys
there.
all.
Charlene is here too, and she takes the beat. She goes, "This was not planned, was it? All this is a little chaotic."
Honestly,
Mhm.
we're
It's
bad at
nice.
remembering plans.
But
My
I
plan.
still-
My plan was just to get up there with you and Eucalyptus, and I feel like.
Well,
we're on
I
our
need
way.
to go meet up with Chante.
Also,
Uh,
I need
He
to
could
say
probably
that
do that by himself, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was
I
just
don't
going to
know.
say plans have probably changed slightly. There might be more patrols, there might be more guards. We have to keep our eyes out because they're going to be looking for at least somebody who's invaded.
Well, as long as I'm sick, I think that we can make an excuse if I'm in the wrong room.
Exactly. So use the guys because you guys are disguised and you are walking around. Me, Jarfield, Pete, we have to be very careful because we're the ones who could be compromised.
But are
or-
you guys are still invisible?
Yes, but
Yes.
who knows when that will go? We don't
Pete-
have as much time as we would like with all of
What
this.
do we do with
Probably
Pete?
half an hour left. And I don't know what P is going to do, but Eucalyptus, I do think it is important that somebody is on the ground befriending these people and figuring out who's here.
I think that Eucalyptus needs to be able to dispel magic for you guys. I can go meet people and try and find P. I'm confident in Chante. I know that he gets a bad rap from us, but I think he's got this one. I think he's going to prove himself to us today.
All he has to do
So-
is
I
turn
believe-
off the
I believe in him.
electricity.
Yeah, he just has to let that guard let him in, and then he just has to turn the thing. So I trust that he
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, and
Only
there's-
an idiot could screw
yeah.
that up.
And there's no way, Chante, it's a simple thing. He's not going to offer that guard drugs. He knows what he's got to do. He's going to do a good
He
job.
doesn't have drugs on
He's
him. That would be
honestly,
crazy.
honestly,
They could-
we're
they could
pretty
do it
hard on
right
him.
There's no
But-
way he would try to charm the guard. That or cast a spell.
No,
That's
why would he
not
waste
gonna
his
happen.
charm spell on the guard that's already taking him to where it'll be fine. I believe in Chante. He's great. I'll go.
And then when the lights
mingle.
go out, you can tell them it'll only be like 10 minutes. They're working on something. We got this.
Exactly. Once Chante does
Perfect.
his job, I don't really need to meet up with him, but I'll go find P. And then once the lights go out, I can be there to make that announcement for them and say, this is planned. And then I'll scoop P up and then
Also,
we can
don't forget to-
re-meet.
don't forget to go to that painting room and get your stuff back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that too.
So as these conversations are happening, we're gonna do a quick cut back to Chante, who's holding a knife to a kid. Can I have you roll that intimidation check, please?
Yep. Okay, let me check my skills. Sorry. 16 plus 1.
Not enough. So as you have this
Ugh.
knife to this kid's throat, he's shouting bloody murder, like, ah! He's gonna put him in my throat! He's gonna put a knife in my throat! And right away, as both like Jarfield and Ikto and Eucalyptus are talking, you can see on the second floor, you can hear some sort of shouting coming off the right-hand side of the building. And you see like two guards who were like maybe patrolling, like burst out of nearby rooms and like start to run past you guys in the direction of where the noise is coming from.
I run to the where I'm supposed to go. Like I run to
Okay.
that door.
This kid is going to try to stop you. So we're going to have to roll initiative and see what happens. So with that note and with the fun that is ensuing, let's take a quick break and we will be right back.
Oh, good luck to us.
We're back and it's on. So Chante, you want to roll some initiative with me for this little weeb? All right. What'd you get there?
12.
All right. Well, he got a 7. So you get first move here as other guards are making their way. You can tell that he's been yelling. You can tell he's going to create a little bit of a noise, a little bit of a storm if you don't handle it. So what do you want to do?
Okay, I look him straight in the eyes and I say, I'm about to turn into a fucking wolf. I admit it was very uncool to force you to drink some alcohol and shit. My fucking bad, but you're right. I'm a dark fucking person and I got something fucked up inside of me. Now I want to be good and I don't want to kill you right now. But if you push any further, I will turn into a wolf and I will kill you.
Okay, I'll allow you to use that turn to roll an intimidation check on this kid.
Okay. 12 plus 1.
A 13?
Mm-hmm.
He rolled a 13, so meets it, beats it. So he's okay. As like you're threatening him and you're like I'm gonna turn into a wolf. You're like threatening him. He goes, listen, man, I'm sorry you're going through this, but I gotta think about my family and my job. Everybody, help! And you can just hear this kid shouting. So he's gonna use his turn, because that was technically your action, to let me see. He's gonna brandish his spear and he's gonna try to poke you. So what's your AC?
My AC is 13.
13. He rolled a 16 to hit. So he takes out his little spear and he's going to stab you for a total of 4 piercing damage. As he just shakes the spear and he kind of pokes you with it. And then he sees blood. You can tell it's the first time he's probably ever used the spear. And he goes, sorry, man, but I got to do this. And he stabs you. And then that's the top of the round. Is back to you. What do you want to do? As more guards are coming. More guards are coming, by the way. You can hear them running. All right, so you use.
Well, actually, wait. My wild shape is a bonus action. Could I have wild shaped when I was trying to intimidate him for future knowledge? I
was going to say I normally would allow someone to have a bonus action, but I felt like your intimidation was contingent upon his reaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do, because that is a bonus action, I'm going to create a wall of. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna wild shape into a dire wolf and run.
Okay, so you change into a dire wolf. So you're gonna run in the opposite direction of the kid, which is not towards the entrance quarters, like the servants' quarters.
Not towards the guards.
Okay, so the guards are all coming in different directions currently, but they're all coming to the left because you're on the right-hand side of the building. So everyone's like to the left of you right now. So you can see that some guards are making their way. You can see 3 of them kind of coming around the corner. One's on the second floor that seems to be going to a balcony that is like trying to come off the balcony and look down at what the commotion is. There's a gigantic 20-foot iron gate all around the premises here. Don't forget. So where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to run to any room where there are not guards.
There are no guards. You guys are outside. You have been escorted around the outside of the building to the right.
Oh, okay.
Towards the servants' entrance.
Okay, I think I see where I am on the thing.
It's not technically on like this map. You're on the outside of the building, just so you know. But you're on the right-hand side of that first floor, on the outside of the building.
Where are the guards around the service entrance? Where are they like near that?
There's only one coming from that direction. You assume he's coming from the back entrance, one of the back entrances. Okay,
I run towards the service entrance.
Okay, all right. So you turn into a wolf, and you're gonna run past this kid with a spear in his hand. Very nervously is able to make an opportunity of attack against you. So what is your AC as a wolf?
As a wolf, it is 14.
All right, let's see if he makes that one. With a 13 to hit does not meet you. As he's like trying to stab again, he goes, ah! And he tries to stab you as a wolf, and you're able to make it out of the way. There is one guard that seems to have run atop, and actually Ikto and Eucalyptus, that was those 2 guards who were running past. You know, there's another one, but you can see one of them making the way to the edge of the second floor balcony and looking down, and right away knocks his crossbow and goes to shoot. So as you're trying to run around the back corner, there's another bolt that comes at you. Well, doesn't hit you. Maybe gets a couple of clips of hairs on your tail, but you're able to kind of dodge around. Now there is one guard who's like, dog, wolf thing, because he is just around the corner. He didn't see you change, and you're like running at him full force as you're going towards the service entrance. So what do you want to do?
I want to go around him. I want to maneuver around him.
So you arc wide, you maneuver around him, and you're trying to make your way to the servant's entrance. So let's see what happens.
50 speed. Okay.
With the speed of what?
A speed of 50 feet.
50 feet, yeah. So he's going to, because of the way I'm going to say you're kind of rounding and it's kind of wide, but he's looking for somebody. He's clearly not looking for a loose dog. So there's like confusion in his eyes. He doesn't really want to like shoot the dog that he sees, even though it's a big dog. He's confused, and orders are shouting, and the kid runs around the corner and it's like, no, that's him. And he's like, oh, okay. So he's going to chase after you, but you make it to the entrance of what appears to be the servants' quarters. Very small door, simple door on the outside corner. You can see that kind of marked right there. And I'll let you know what happens in a second, because don't forget, this is right around 4 p.m. All right. So that being said, let's go back inside to P. So P, you're inside of this very ritzy location and area. You're hiding underneath it. And you can see that there's these guards who very casually start to make their way around the main room, trying to kind of, not cause trouble, not trying to make the guests feel uncomfortable, but they're clearly searching for something as they're making their way through. But you feel like you have a safe enough spot right now that you're underneath it. It's okay. So what do you want to do?
So I'm trying to perceive which person, because I'm underneath the table and I can see the legs, is the drunkest.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Seven.
Okay. It's hard to tell who's drunk here. There seems to be, at least at this immediate table, nobody getting too wasted. Maybe you landed at one of the more slower rolling tables here.
All right.
Anything else you want to do as you're trying to understand this?
Yeah, I'm trying to see who has like the loosest pocket. Because I'm going to be going, in my head, I am going to be trying to grab someone's elite card.
Oh, okay. So I want you to, you know that at least a few people here have them, most likely. Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
19.
19. Okay. So
I
a
have
beat.
so few skills.
So a beat happens. You had many thieving days. You're small. You're able to kind of jump from place to place and take what you needed to get by, or take, for the different assignments that you got from work back in those days. As you're taking a beat, you look around and you see this like sort of, maybe this is a woman who seems to be a little distracted, and you can see in her purse that hangs off to the right-hand side, there seems to be an easy access point to go grab one of those elite cards. So you very gently open this little knapsack. You look inside. It's pretty. It's an ornate knapsack, the little jewels hanging off the bottom. And you pluck out an elite card. You close the top, and you have it in your hands. Anything you want to do?
Yeah. This lady, the guy next to her, I want to quietly just kind of stab him in the side and then just leave the knife there next to the lady without the elite card now.
Okay. So you take a beat, you take out one of your daggers, and I'm not gonna even have you roll for it because nobody knows you're there right now. You like stab him and he goes, ah, and the whole table, like he stands up and the whole table shifts back, and you can hear the chips moving. You can hear that the dealer's like, what? And everyone jumps back. And what do you want to do as this is happening? Because it's kind of like it's moving out, the table's moving out of the way, people are standing up, and he's going to look around at his leg and under the table, likely.
I'm trying to bolt over to underneath the next table.
Okay, I want you to roll a quick stealth.
Oh my god. Oh,
13.
13.
Oh god.
Okay, so you do your best, thankfully, because they rolled low. Don't forget, I'm rolling for, you guys got to keep in mind, I'm rolling for a lot of people here. So
Yes.
The chances of things going wrong are not in your going right for you guys are not as much in your favor. But those were low rolls. So as you take a beat, you literally roll low and you do a little somersault into the next table and hide beneath there. As he does this, he stands up, and right away you can hear accusations flying. I mean, it was a small wound. You probably did no more than one damage, but he's bleeding from his leg with a dagger in it, and he looks to his right and he's accusing the woman of it, and she's accusing him, and there's chaos flying and people are pointing fingers. They're trying to handle it at their own table. All the guards come over too, and they seem to be handling the commotion in this corner. Other tables nearby are looking over and trying to, they want the gossip. They're trying to figure out what's going on. But it seems to be some personal matter as they're handling it. You can't quite tell what's going on, but you don't really care because clearly it's there's a distraction happening. Okay. So Pete, you made it to another table, slowly rolling from location to location. Let's go back to Ikto, Eucalyptus, and Jarfield and Charlene.
All right. Well, it looks like guards just left, so I'm gonna go find P. Eucalyptus, can I have your scarf? The scarf you just got? Because
Why?
P does not look like she belongs here. And she's lost. I need to give her
I
something.
thought about that, but then I don't have anything either. I don't have an elite card or.
Look, you're sick. You could be like, I'm so sick. I must have dropped my scarf when I fainted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Can
think
I
that
have your
you're-
elite card? Oh, you don't have an elite card.
Yeah, it only lasts a minute.
All right. Well, I'm
sorry.
Does anybody have a handkerchief? so I could at least look like or a fan. Anything. No. I'm by myself. I'm on my own. I get it. I'll go to the library.
As you guys look around, you can tell that you're in a mansion and a beautiful location. There's probably a coat rack place. Like, it's a very nice location that if you're looking for a chance to find some fabric, it may not be too hard.
Take any of, like, there's like carpets and stuff that look great. I think you could probably.
Yeah, I'll just wrap myself in a carpet. Okay, thank you, Ikto. I'm going to go to the library.
No, not the library. The room outside the library.
I know, but I got to go through the library first, guys. Don't I? No, I don't.
No, it's like kitty corner.
Whatever y'all need to do, you do that. I love you all so much. Oh my gosh, we're doing a heist. This is crazy.
Oh wait, did I give you the scarf here?
Oh yeah,
I'm keeping the pin though.
Yeah, sure. Sure. All right. Good luck. Hopefully meet in the art room and let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I love you all.
If I don't see you, it was good working with you.
What?
If I die.
Why would you breathe that into existence? Come on, let's be optimistic. It's going great so far.
Ikto, I'm glad you're in that body because you could actually carry me, and it was nice. Okay, goodbye.
Oh,
that wasn't sweet. That was an insult. She called Ikto my physical being weak.
Remember when we flirted like that, Charlene?
That's not flirting. That was that was a straight insult.
No, Charlene.
If you want to take it as an insult, Ikto, fine. I don't have time to cater to your feelings.
And like, technically, didn't you just use your disguise kit? This is technically your body.
Yeah, this is my body. I'm not. There's no magic going on here.
Ikto is a handsome boy.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't an insult. Think about it. I gotta go. I'm leaving.
Me too. All right. Thank you for the scarf. I love you all. Good luck. Stay to the right.
Especially me. He loves
Good to meet you. Good
Bye.
to work with you.
Yeah. So Ikto, where are you gonna make your way to?
I'm going downstairs to where.
Can't you tell?
Did I happen to?
No, that's more like.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just schmooze and wait for.
Did I happen to see where? Would I have been able to see where P went? Because I did call out intruder and okay.
No. She was trying to stealth. She was trying to do the whole thing. It would have been.
Well,
you don't know where she is, but
I think
she's somewhere.
I did tell them that I was going to go down and mingle and try and get to where people are. So when that Chante does his job, I can. So I'm going to go down to the room that has like the most people in it.
Yeah,
that I can kind of.
Yeah, so you make your way down the right-hand side as well, back down the staircase to the right. You remove that red rope on the right-hand side, and then you make your way into the very loud dining hall where there seems to not just be laughter and clinking of glasses, but also like commotion on the left-hand side. Like the moment you enter, you just see like these people standing, and you can see in someone's leg a familiar dagger that is used very often by your friend P, and you can see these people pointing fingers at each other and making accusations. So you're doing that as you make your way down. Eucalyptus, Jarfield, and Charlene, where are you guys going?
Yeah, I think we're taking right-hand turns as much as possible to get to that eagle statue.
Okay, sounds good. That is to the left.
To the left. Yeah.
Yes, it is. So as you guys make your turn and turn to the left, I want you guys to all roll a perception check for me.
Uh, 19 plus 5, so 24.
Okay.
14.
So you're all looking to your left. You take a moment, you look down this hallway. You do know that the guards were running from this location. And you take a beat, and right away, Charlene, having rolled a bone at this moment, she goes, "Oh, okay, this is the direction we're going." And as she steps, you guys can see from the way that the floor is plated with that beautiful sort of different metal work that makes these platforms. She seems to step on one of these. It looks fine at first. I would call it, why am I forgetting the word for it? But when you walk into a bathroom and the floor is tiled, I guess a tile is what you could call it here. But the slab she steps on, right away you see a buzz go through her body, and you can see a current go through her. She takes Da, 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 da. Ooh, 13 points of lightning damage as a shot goes through her body and her invisibility drops. And she takes a beat and she goes, and she doesn't look great. She's like kind of like a little bit of smoke comes off her hair because that was a hard hit.
Are you sure? I guess my question is where I think that there's, looking at the map, there's 2 entrances, there's 2 hallways. One would require taking a right, or one would require taking a left to go there, and another would take a right. I guess where are we? Are we in the hallway that's
You guys were on the 2nd floor. Do you guys see that like center point that where the staircase leads up? That's where you were.
Oh, okay, so we're right at the landing. Got it. So that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
As this is happening, Jarfield with a 24. You can tell at that beat, a little too late because Charlene rolled a 1. And Eucalyptus, you can now see it a little bit better as Jarfield is like taking stock as well. And Charlene unfortunately activated one of the traps. But the plates of metal that seem to be a different color than the copper, maybe this is a silver plated, it's hard to tell what it is. It's some sort of conduit. It's more of a silver color. But that's what she got electrocuted on when she stood. And it takes a beat and she's just like standing there, not trying to activate it again.
Is it possible to move in such a way where we don't activate those conduits? Like now that I can see them on the floor, do we know how to maneuver around them?
So I'm gonna say like Charlene takes a beat there and she's like, Jarfield, I can be seen.
Yes, I know. I also don't feel great about that. Is it possible for us to get to that eagle room without taking a right, or is it only left-hand turns to get there?
Just roll a quick percent. Well, you had a 24, so I'll say that this much. This doesn't look like it's a matter of right or left here. This just looks like how the floor is laid out. This is just how the floor is laid out.
This is booby trapped.
So
I guess can't get that way. Oh boy.
So can I identify the booby traps? Can I see them?
Okay, so roll an investigation check for me then. And Eucalyptus, it sounds like you're trying to figure it out too, so I'll have you roll it as well.
Let's see, I got a 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
Got a 11.
An 11. Okay. So you guys, from what you can tell, you guys get kind of on your knees because this area here seems to, as you're noticing, the carpet here is kind of like allowing you to walk on that 2nd floor without any trouble, but let's back out to that sort of copper paneling. As you take a beat and you look down, you can tell that the floor is activated. There's some sort of trap. Maybe people wear special shoes here, and you're realizing that there's a very small, like a very smart setup with the design of the building. You're taking a beat, you're looking at the panels, and you can tell that one of the metals here has a very weird sheen. There's 3 different colors of metal. There's like a golden sort of gleam. There's a silver sort of gleam. And then there's one that's sort of a muted color. It kind of has like a gray. It's close to silver, but it looks a little bit more diffused or matte. It looks more matte.
Okay. Which one did Charlene step on? Which color?
She stepped on the silver, the very bright silver one.
Okay. Can I test trying to step on a muted tile?
Okay. You take a beat, your foot goes on the muted tile, and you only feel like a buzz. It's like a zzz, but it doesn't hurt you. It's like, but there is a vibration, but it doesn't buzz you. It doesn't hurt.
Okay. Okay, everybody. I think it's the muted tiles are a little bit tingly, but I think safe to step on. Charlene, be careful. If you get spotted, I know exactly how to save you. I think we're close. I think we can get our way there. So can we step on the muted tiles in such a way that allows us to get to the room that we want to get to, the eagle statue room?
You just have to jump. It's like a pattern. You just have to jump through like a little bit around. It wouldn't be too hard. However, before you guys do that, Charlene kind of takes a beat as she kind of presses to the wall very nervously. She goes, I don't think it's smart to step on even the muted panels. If it's buzzing, if you have metal on you. I only have a small amount. Eucalyptus has a lot on her, doesn't she? With her armor?
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Yes, I do. Oh.
I think that the muted ones are for those of us who are not wearing like more formal armors. Because
Got it.
I'm going to step on the muted tile now. And she very slowly
sorry.
steps onto it.
Yeah,
And she takes
yeah.
a breath and she's like,
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. Pet, 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 pet. Her hair's sticking up and I'm trying to pet it down.
Okay. It's not time for this. Look, should I try? Can you try? I'm not doing it. Can you try a goal from me? Just from me.
Gold
Gold isn't a con. Well, it is a con.
Yeah, no, gold is the most conduit. Okay, so maybe
So do I take off my cloak? Like, what am I supposed to do?
I think that you have
Can I get on
dis-
somebody's back?
you have a dispel
you're
magic
cat.
scroll, right?
Oh, right.
Can I
have 3.
I think you've got one dispel magic scroll. Can I have it?
Okay. Yes. Why can't I use it?
Oh, because basically, like, we need to dispel whatever's over in this room, and it's either I take the scroll and do it, or you like drop your armor and do it. So I guess it's like, I guess it's whichever one you feel safest doing.
I'll give it to you.
okay, so as this transition's happening, slowly the scroll is being handed from Eucalyptus to Jarfield. Let's go back to Chante because we can see what's happening as the floor is activated and he's handling some things that he's supposed to do. Chante, you in wolf form charged forward to the service entrance. Right away as you're about to go into it, there's like, you can already tell from what you can gauge, the door was open. Most likely maybe one of the guards who was running in the back entrance point came from here, or there is somebody who very recently just left and came in. As you're running in the back area, you actually have a feeling that the guard came from the back entrance, the back door area, and not from the servants' quarter. Because right away you can see that there's two, like, one small kid, probably in, also like in his 20s, and a girl carrying trays that seem to be like prepping and getting work, like getting things ready for whatever sort of service is happening. And there is somebody nearby who is sort of talking about like making sure that you get the fine silverware for the tea, like the party's happening now. You can hear the right as it's happening, they're handling whatever that afternoon tea is that's marked on Charlene's note. And what do? You're a gigantic, huge ass direwolf about to enter. What do you want to do?
Okay, I want to scan the area for the way into the basement where the circuit breaker is.
So they're like you have not yet entered this room, but there are already people and it's already crowded and there's servants there right at the door. So what do you want to do about that?
So the guards behind me, how far are they behind me and can they see me?
Yeah, they can see you. You're running up. It's wide open. Like you're running into this space. You're probably about 30 to 35 feet away from them.
Okay, I run into the entrance.
Okay.
Towards the, running towards the circuit breaker, right?
All right. Well, right away, you're going to be entering the back servants' quarter into the tea room.
Wait, into the tea room? I thought I was on the first floor.
No, do you see the mark on the map where it says servants enter and exit here? It's on the top right-hand corner of the map. That's where you're going.
This explains why I've been off this entire time.
Yes. So it's the back tea room area. Now, there is a corridor that connects to the outside that wraps around to it, but you don't know what it looks like. So the moment that you're going in, you can tell this is where the servants are prepping for the tea. Like this back corner here, though it's the servants' entrance, is right adjacent next to the private tea room. Which kind of, you can actually kind of tell, I'll say, because it has a different sort of glass and it looks kind of like an open air tea room corner that lets out into the garden that you can view. So with that, I want you to roll a quick perception check to see how to handle this. Bon chance.
8 plus 3.
Okay. You feel a little like there's not many options here. One thing you can do is you can burst through and try to get a better understanding of the layout, because it doesn't exactly match up with what's on this map, though it's very close. You can hear that there's tea happening. You can hear lower voices murmuring, but you can tell that the servants are distracted, that there's something big and large, like a puppy coming or something. So there's a confusion happening on the right-hand side. So it's just a matter of you potentially having to, like, you have to do something about these two servants if you want to get inside and get safe. But they're like pressed side by side, like talking to each other, trying to handle, prepping for whatever tea is happening.
Okay, I run in and I growl at them.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check on these two servants. This puppy, and puppy's like, no.
Puppy's very cute.
I am a wolf. Oh, that puppy. Oh, 17, and I don't think they have intimidation.
They do not have that.
17.
17's pretty good. As both of these kids take a beat, and they're like holding their trays and they're shaking as you're there, but there's nowhere for them to go. It's rather outside towards the direction that you're in or inside. So they both turn in and they, oh, sorry, there's a fire truck pulling up. So it's like chaos, it's chaos. And so they like pull and just dash in. They turn around, they scream, and they run inside. So gives you a little bit of an entry point. What do you want to do the moment you make it in, but maybe 10 feet? Because if you see the corridor connects to the outside, do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That mark, that's where you're coming in. That really pressed, like that really crunched corner in that tiny little room.
Okay, I want to run, so basically it's tea room, stairs to the basement. I want to beeline straight to the basement.
There are people in the tea room. There are there's people talking in the tea room.
I will run past them. Oh, wait, wolves are sneaky. I can sneak. I will sneak past them.
At this point, can he just not be a wolf? Oh, shit.
Just take
he has to be a wolf.
Take a beat and roll a quick perception check for me. Because right now these kids also like dashed in, and they had to like go around the corner here and book it through the tea room essentially in order to get through. So like already there's chaos and they're screaming and they're running through. So you can hear voices murmuring in the tea room, like, what's happening? What's going on?
2.
A 2.
Oh, 2 plus 3.
Stealth.
Wolves have 3. Well, wolves have 3 perception. I thought you told me to roll a perception check.
Yes, it's a perception check.
Yeah, so 2 plus 3.
You can't, so you don't know what's going on. But you can hear that there's people inside the room that you're about to enter. What do you want to do?
So they're still there. They can see me.
Who's they?
The kids behind.
They ran. They ran in.
Oh, they ran?
They ran. You scared the crap out of them. So right now you're in a corridor.
I wild shape back.
Oh, okay.
Wild shape
all
back.
right.
Yeah,
okay.
If I'm alone, I wild shape back.
For but a moment, but for 5 feet around that little corner, you are alone. So you take a beat, you wild shape back into yourself. What do you want to do? There's people talking, and you can hear they were talking about something, and their voices stop, and they go, "Is there something there? We need to go back in. We need to go back inside."
So I wild shape into me and be like, "Oh my god!" I run in and go, "Oh my god! There's a wolf! Everybody get out! There's a wolf coming!"
Okay, as you step inside, what you see is this: there are people having a very, very special sort of quiet tea together. There seems to be some sort of discussion happening here. You don't know who these people are, but they look disturbed, they look frustrated, and they look important. You can also tell that with one of these people, there seems to be this like gigantic sort of like you can't tell they're fully like in armor, but there's some sort of figure standing behind them, protecting them. So this person's important. And they take a beat, they all stand, and they go, "Thank you. Yes, if there's a wolf outside, we must head back to the events immediately. Our events, our discussion will have to wait." And you can hear them all nod. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, whoever you are. You seem like one of the help. Thank you.
Yes, I'm just a lowly help. In fact, I'm supposed to be at the basement. I just wanted to warn you guys.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. I hope that you know that your work here is most appreciated, whoever you are. And so they stand up and they walk away. And they seem to enter or go up to the second staircase or second floor, wherever this leads to.
I run down to the basement.
All right. You go down to the basement from this space as they go upstairs. And we'll take a quick beat and we'll go back to P. So P, you see Ikto come in from nearby table as he waltzes in. Ikto,
Hey.
you're looking for P. You're looking for P.
Whoa, what's all this going on over here? This good sir was stabbed.
Yeah, you take a
Whoa.
beat. You look. Can I have you roll a quick perception check for me? Ikto, as you
Absolutely.
enter?
I already saw P, right?
No, you don't know
Oh,
where P is.
Oh, I saw the dagger. That's right. Well, good news. I got boned. So on my perception check.
So yeah, you're looking around and you're just so engrossed in the situation. On the left-hand side, you don't see anything else happening. P, you see Ikto really getting involved in the corner with this because he probably thinks that you're somehow involved or something. So he's over in this left-hand corner handling this. What do you want to do as this is going down?
I want to I want to listen to the people around and see what they're saying about what's going on over there because there's people at my table and I'm sure they're gossiping about it.
Roll a perception check.
And 13.
Okay. So what you overhear is this. Yes, people are curious about this. You can overhear that the table that you're at, what you pick up on is this. Some woman is laughing along with some guy and they're clinking drinks and they're gambling and they roll their eyes. One of them says, that new table is just always so funny. They're the lowest of rollers. There's always drama there. It's so fun, isn't it, to watch them? But, hopefully we can make our way to the end table. And you understand that the way that the room is laid out, it seems to be like the lower rollers or those who are playing with like low money are at the very early entrance point, and then as you press in it probably gets more and more competitive, so you can kind of gauge that's the layout. Music is still kind of playing to hide the sort of chaos of the room, but that's what you can kind of glean from that initial conversation.
Okay, so nothing about them kicking this lady out thinking she's the lady. All right, well,
Not
I
yet,
guess
at least.
I wait to see what Ikto's gonna do because he's walking around shouting.
Boy, this is pretty terrifying that somebody got stabbed in my art space. Whoa, I really need to pee.
George, is that you? So from the other side of the room, you see somebody stand up at one of the nearby tables. You don't know who they are. It's some sort of woman. She looks very, very kind, but very, she's probably in her late 30s, is wearing beautiful jewelry, like this gorgeous cowl and all of these sort of tight bracelets that go down either of her arms. She has her hair pulled back into this really beautiful high ponytail that kind of has billows out in little sort of circles as it falls down her back. And she has very, very beautiful, I would call it eye makeup that kind of goes all the way circular around her face. She approaches you and she goes, "It's so good to see you, George. I had no idea that you'd be coming here today. You always have an invite."
Darling. Oh, yes, absolutely.
What are you doing dealing with the petty entrance folks? They always come in and give us their money and gamble it away. Come to our table. Come sit. We have a seat.
Oh, I wish I could, but this old building always getting reconstructed. I'm actually here on business today.
Oh, you are? Tom didn't mention that.
Oh, did he not?
No, he didn't. No, and you obviously know that I know everything that's going on with Tom, so.
Absolutely. Where is the old chap at these days?
It's so strange. You know how he is at these events. Sometimes he goes off and has meetings if he needs them. You know how he is. He's a very busy man.
Very busy. Yes, I agree.
He should be here in no time, though. There's going to be a toast, and he has something to announce. And then apparently there's some honored guest that's going to be coming around. Let me look at the clock. Oh, that clock is never quite accurate. Within the next hour or so.
Within the next hour. Ooh, I can't wait to see him. I haven't seen him in, it's been so long. Did you know my brother and I made up? We're friends again. I'm having him over next week for food.
Oh, really? I insist you join our table. It would really be, what's the word I'm looking for? Unfortunate to not catch up with you right now.
Oh, I wish I could. I truly do. But maybe you said you'll be here by the end of the hour?
Oh, yes, we have to be sitting around here gambling a little bit. I might have some business I need to attend to. Who knows? But hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Well,
It's a big day for us.
To attend to. I guess I could stop and chat for for a minute or two, but then I really have some work that I have.
I
have to get to.
insist, please. It would be insulting for you not
insist.
to.
Yeah, well
Mhm.
then I will. I'll sit.
Come. Do you still drink the same thing you used to get?
Absolutely. Why would I change?
Okay. The Slugsworth, and she kind of like nods.
Slugsworth.
Yeah. She kind of calls her one of the nearest bartenders. She tells you to come sit down nearby her.
All right.
So she guides you over, presses her hand against your back as she sits you down at this table that you're now going to be gambling at, or at least watching gambling at. So as this is happening, P, you can see Ikto like getting led nearby to this table of people. And let's go back to Eucalyptus and Jarfield and Charlene up on that second floor.
Okay, so Eucalyptus, do you want to come with us?
Yeah, I'll give you the spell magic.
Okay, cool. Great. In the meantime, it might not be a bad idea to go and find Chante and make sure that he's not dead.
Me?
Yeah, because if you're not helping us, you're like an extra set of hands. You should probably like.
I'm sorry, but aren't I the one? Oh, you're saying you're gonna take it from here. You're not going to dispel the magic in this room so I can go with you. You're going to take the thing and then do it for yourselves.
Is this magic or is this mechanical?
It's probably mechanical.
Wait, can you detect magic if it's?
No, you're right. No, you're right. I think I'll go downstairs. I don't think they'll let me into like the servant area. I mean, I don't know how I would.
Yes, I do think that it is smart to have you still on the ground trying to get information, because we don't know when anybody is meeting. We don't know when that object is coming. We don't know when the person's we don't know anything
I'll
yet.
tag Ikto out. Maybe because then he can go to Chante. Because I mean, I don't understand why the electricity hasn't gone off by now. I mean, this is
that is a little weird. Wasn't that supposed to?
Oh yeah,
that should have been like happening right away.
Yeah, he just to do.
Yeah, all Chante had to do was just that guard was going to escort him to the basement, and like there's no way that went awry.
I mean, maybe he's having a hard time finding the electricity thing. But
as you guys are saying this, you hear noise, you hear steps, you hear people coming from some near corridor. You don't know exactly where it is, but it's actually in the hallway that you guys are. And you can hear that there's voices, maybe 4 people or so, all walking upstairs and talking. There's some door that opens and you can hear them say this. Gosh, there's a wolf somewhere in the building. That's horrible. Hopefully the guards will take care of it outside. Yes. So anyway, as we were saying, maybe we can continue our discussion a little bit after. I don't know necessarily if and then Jarfield, you can see around the corner, somebody make their way. Right away, you would know Tom Starbuckle from a million miles away, but that is that man with that sad hair, but just like the normal shapely figure that he is. He looks drained. He looks overworked. He looks tired. He's got big eyes. He's wearing kind of plain clothes, but a really, really, really nice robe. That's definitely Tom.
Which direction is he heading in?
So I want to show you guys real quickly. So do you see on the map, and I know that I'm referencing something that our guests our lovely viewers don't know, but I swear that it's all laid out. See where it says up there's that red line that leads from the 3rd floor from where Chante was, that says the servants entrance area, up to that library area. So they made their way around that staircase and they're making their way down that main hallway that you guys are in. Exactly. Do you see it? It connects to that staircase. They made their way around all the way to where you guys are. They're rounding the corner. That door opened, and that's how you heard that noise. They have not yet entered your hallway, but they are about to.
So to get away from them, like are we in the hallway immediately outside the library? Are we in the hallway near the room that only tabaxis can enter? Like where are we?
Yes, you are in the hallway immediately outside of the library.
So my first thought is
the elevator? No.
You're right by the elevator.
Okay, got it. So my first thought is I want to make sure that Charlene is actually let's just like as discreetly as we can bolt toward that tabaxi room if that's the opposite direction that the people are coming in, or is that the
You
direction
don't
they're coming
know what direction. You don't know if they're going to arc into the library or go
Um,
straight through the hallway, right? Because
so
they have either option.
in? So it looks like, looking at the map, there's like a closet immediately next to the elevator. There's like that dark spot that looks like kind of an alcove.
Yeah, there is an alcove. There's also the elevator.
Yeah, let's
And
like
Charlene is already at the button and she's pushing it.
great. So let's go like stealthily go into the elevator, and then while we're in the elevator, try to like listen in to what everybody's saying as they're walking past.
Should I go in the elevator or should I
Yes.
just leave?
Okay.
I don't
so
want to
you
get
gotta-
caught with a cat.
So either go into the elevator or go into the library and just pretend you're a member of this group. I feel like either option works.
All right, I'm going. Oh, I can't go into the library.
Just come with
because-
us. Come with us. It's
Yeah,
good
come
to
with
stay
us.
together
All
right
right.
now.
All right.
It's good to stay together. So as this is
Okay.
happening, right away, you can hear like the dinging of the elevator coming with them, like around the corner as the door opens and closes, as their voices kind of get louder and louder as they're rounding the corner. As you very quickly, because if you're from where you guys were, you were able to kind of arc around, and you could see his face ever so slightly, but because of the way the dip was, you guys very quickly, took a couple steps back very quietly and were trying to keep yourself stealthy as you were backtracking like 2 steps. As this is happening, the door to the elevator dings open at perfect timing. And Charlene like runs in, and Jarfield and Eucalyptus, you guys also accompany her, it sounds like. As the door slowly closes, you can hear Tom with his guests continue to make their way down that staircase. So can I have you guys roll a quick perception check for me as this is happening?
15 plus 5, 20. No,
Nat
30,
20.
dirty 20. Yay.
That. So, what you catch is this. Jarfield, you're like listening. Like you guys have like your ears pressed up to the elevator. You guys have not yet pressed to go up or down, but you can see that there's different buttons that let you go to different floors. You take a beat, you're listening, and you can hear there's some sort of conversation happening about the tea and yes, the wolf. But Tom is talking about how unfortunate it was that their conversation was cut short because there's a big deal happening tonight. An old friend has decided to come by, somebody that he hadn't heard from in a long, long time. And that this exchange is going to be almost definitely in Tom's favor. As you can hear him say this, you can hear the other person laughing. And there seems to be something a little devious in mind with this meeting that's going to happen today. As you can gauge that, Eucalyptus, as you're kind of like listening, and you're not just listening to, especially with a fat natural, you're not just listening to the conversation, you're listening to the way that they're moving, the way that they're talking. You're listening to the way that the conversation's flowing. And you pick up that there's a very good chance that there's a couple of tabaxis with him, maybe 1, maybe 2. It's hard to tell. But you can hear it. You can hear something happening. You can hear some purring. You can hear something that Jarfield does sometimes, and you're noting that. And then the sound passes. And it seems like the door shuts behind. It seems like they have gone down to the main floor and not towards the library.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? I mean, I know you guys can smell better than me. Did you smell like tabaxi?
I mean, all I really smelled was like my own fear.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. Well, I heard him say, or no, I didn't hear him say this. I just heard like, how sometimes when you're excited, you make like a purr, but it's like really quick.
Yes,
Quick
purr,
purr.
like purr.
Yeah, it was that. But it was like 2 of them. And I swear that he's with 2 tabaxis. I don't know why. Why would he be with 2? Aren't they not allowed?
Yes, generally, unless 1, 2?
Yeah,
Lerma?
2? But
Is he
Blermo's
here
one
tonight?
tabaxi. I think he's supposed to be here tonight, right?
Right.
Well, who else? Who else
Well, he
could be with him?
could be.
I mean, it sounded like more than 1. I could have been wrong, but I don't know. I feel like my
Jarfield.
perception's pretty
Charlene
high.
pushes Jarfield dramatically against the elevator. She goes, you know Blermo's scent, yes?
Yes, I smell it every day of my life.
We need to see if that's him. Let's go out. Shall we sniff? I know it's dangerous. I know that we could get in trouble, but I think we need to see if that was him.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So very slowly she pushes open on the doors and you guys like peek your heads out and she looks to you, Eucalyptus. She goes, "Do you want to accompany us? I think we should still try to get to the eagle."
Well, according to Jarfield, I don't need to be there for the eagle because now you have the spell.
I would like you there if you want to be, but I think that you would have to take off your armor to do it. So it's really your call what you want to do.
No, I'll go downstairs. I don't think you need me.
You can take this elevator, it seems. It'll bring you down. And she
All
gives you a
right.
nod. And the two of you guys walk out. So let's go back to Chante, who you're in this corner and you're about to head downstairs and you're going to try to deal with the situation down there. So you make your way down. It's a very old looking basement. Can I have you roll a perception check?
Yeah. A 9 plus 6.
Okay. As you walk down the stairs, right away you kind of stop because with a 15, you can see the amount of electrical current going through absolutely everything here is insane. Like you see wires, everything's lit up. You see a couple like frayed wires kind of like dangling. You don't know if they're live or not. It kind of looks like the inside of like a crazy old school computer system, like when you used to have to walk into like one of those places where all those hard drives are stored. It kind of looks like that, except it's chaos. And this basement is just that, as well as these gigantic sort of maybe made of pewter. You don't know what it is, but you can smell the oil as well. So this is a safety issue 101. But it is busy down here, and you can see on the far end of this sort of mapping some sort of gigantic, it looks like a gigantic electrical grid that conducts all of it.
Oh, shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. Okay, I gotta think quick. The electrical grid. Is there? Must look on the floor, make sure there's nothing that I can step on.
Yes, it looks like as long as you don't have metal on you here, you'll be okay.
Oh, thank you, Wood. Everything that I have. I'm gonna run cautiously towards the electrical grid.
Run cautiously.
Yes, I do want you to make a quick dexterity check to make sure that you avoid all the live wires.
9 plus, what's my dexterity?
Hopefully high.
I'm rolling so low.
Oh, he's sweating.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Hold on. Where's my? I can't find it. Wait, oh, it's 0, but this isn't a 9. Actually, this is a 6.
Oh God, no!
All right.
It's gonna be like it's a 19.
Yeah. So
Rest in peace.
as you're going through this, you're getting like
You're just like
zapped. Yeah, like it's
zap.
like it's like jellyfish everywhere. As you're getting zapped to different corners, my dear friend, you take 16
You're
points.
not his friend right now.
You are
16
not my
points
friend right now.
of lightning damage.
16. Lord.
Are you okay? Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
You made it to the grid, so at least there's that. You're at the grid.
I would
No.
like to investigate this grid.
Roll an investigation check for me.
An 11 plus 3.
Okay. So what you see is this.
Oh,
You come upon this grid and it looks chaotic. There are switches everywhere, and I'll tell you it is as such. You might want to take notes.
Mhm.
So there is the green switch, and that's pressed to the left. There is the blue switch, and that's pressed to the right. There's the red switch, and that is pressed to the left. And there's the yellow switch, and that's pressed to the left.
Sorry. Can you repeat that again? My
Yeah.
notes went crazy.
So it is the green buttons pressed to the left, the blue buttons pressed to the right, the red buttons pressed to the left, and the yellow buttons pressed to the left.
Okay.
And that's what you at least
Okay.
see. It's like this little grid, and everything else seems to be sort of like soldered into place, but these are the switches.
Okay. Great. Why did we think this would work? Why we know nothing about the electrical grid. I'm going to take sorry, let me look at my equipment. All my spells are good. Okay. I'm going to take the Can I thorn whip the switches? Does that break them?
You have a feeling that the way that this is laid out, it would be very difficult to like thorn whip it.
I'm gonna take one of my wooden stakes.
Okay.
And kind of switch the B switch to the left with the wooden stake.
Okay, so you're gonna turn the B to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do that, you take like this thing and you just are like, all right, let's see what happens. And you hit it. As you see this happen, you can see that there's a current that goes up, that activates, that seems to charge. You can see right away this energy go through it. It seems to be channeling through. And as you look up, you can see that there's this like pipe or this sort of like wire that is coated in some sort of it looks like plated copper. And it's starting to shoot through. Like you can actually see there's so much energy here that it's like shooting up and it's activating all of these copper panels above you right now. And you can see it starting to activate something. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take the stake and switch it back.
Okay, you do it right in time, like within like moments. Like you can see there's like this current, like this pulse of energy, as if like the energy was too strong, as if this could have actually shut down the whole power grid because it was just too much of a current. As you take a beat and you turn it off.
It would shut down the whole power grid.
I want to note that I want you to roll one more perception check to see if you caught something else while this was happening.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so finally something, not even high, but high. Okay, so 13 plus 6, so 19. So
yes.
At least something.
So as the energy shot up and you were watching it, what you caught was this. The green seems to be having some sort of paneling. It's whatever the metal pipe is and the wiring around it that goes up, it's gold. You see that the one underneath the red is like a silver, and you see the one with the yellow is some sort of matte color. It's some sort of matte grid.
Okay. So I want to take with the blue to the right. So that one's off.
Mm-hmm,
okay, I want to take the gold, the green. I want to switch that to the right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I want
to the off button?
To the yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to take the R to the right.
Okay.
Wooden stick. I don't trust this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to take the yellow to the left or to the right.
Okay, sounds good.
All to the right.
Yeah, so as you see this, one by one, all of these different sort of jellyfish frays, one by one, they're starting to shut off. And you can see that the energy in the room is starting to go down. You see absolutely nothing glowing. It's very dark in this room right now, as there's a beat. As this is happening, Jarfield and Charlene, you guys are all taking a beat. I just realized what's happening. Eucalyptus is in the elevator.
Why did I do that? I was gonna take the steps, and I was like, they were like, just take the elevator, and I was like, I guess.
So, Charlene and Jarfield, you guys step outside. You're about to head to the library room, wherever the eagle is, and you can hear and you can see the fizzing of the ground slow down. And you're like, oh. She looks to you and she goes, Thankfully, that it seems like your friend has finally done what he said he's going to do. This is good. This is very good. But as that happens, Eucalyptus, the elevator was like 2 feet down and it just stops. And then Charlene looks to you, Jarfield, and goes, okay, that is bad. That is really, really bad.
Okay, so wait, can I communicate with Eucalyptus through the elevator?
You can try, yeah.
So, Eucalyptus, people still think that you fainted and are trying to figure out how to get to the resting room. So, we're going to go toward where we think Blurmel might be as stealthily as possible. you count to 10 and then make a big commotion that you're stuck in this elevator, and then that'll distract everybody to like try to get you out of the elevator, and just pretend like you don't know where you are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just pretend like I'm on my way back from
Yeah,
like
exactly.
recovering, and yeah.
So,
Maybe I have a spell. No, I don't have a spell for this. This is beyond spells. Okay. Yes, thank you. You guys do what you got to do. I'll worry about myself.
Also, if you're stuck in there, you might be able to pry yourself out, or we can help you. This seems troubling, though.
I have a sword. Maybe I could.
Yeah, I've
push
got like
it
I've
through,
got a
or-
dagger too. We could just try to get you out too.
No, you guys have something to do. You got to do your stuff. I'll work it out. Maybe it'll be good, because then the guards will look at me, you know? So yeah, you guys just work it out. Just go do the work.
Okay.
It's my own
Uh,
folly that brought me here. Let's be
No, it's okay. This is a blessing in disguise. It's a good distraction. Also, if I die, it was good working with you.
there's like an emergency button. Oh, maybe it doesn't work because
no, don't press it. Don't press it
Why?
yet.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Okay, right.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. So yeah, make a commotion at the cat. We're gonna go try to
I'll
find
pull the
thermal.
lever. The emergency lever
yeah, yeah.
probably makes a noise. Okay,
Yeah,
go. Hurry.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm
yeah, the
counting
two of you
to
guys
10.
run off. You guys run off.
1, 2, 3.
And as Eucalyptus
4.
counts, we are going to cut back to Ikto and P, who are currently in that main dining hall. Everyone's talking, everyone's laughing. Right away from the entrance hall, you see these people come down the stairs. You're not certain who they are, but right away, everybody inside the room stands up and begins to applaud as these people walk in. It's almost like everything that was going on, that was chaos, dropping it for whoever's about to walk in. And right away, you can see this sort of very plain, sad looking man who seems overworked, but, is happy to have guests over for one, make his way forward with this sort of gigantic figure, armored figure behind him, as well as 2 other people accompanying him. The 4 of them make their way into this entrance, and he says, please, I'm not, this is too much. This is too much. I know I'm the mayor. I know that I always like it when you applaud my entrance to validate my feelings of self-worth, but stop. And so everyone's like, oh, it's so funny. He's just so self-appreciating. He just is so, he's self-depreciating. Yeah, it's funny. It's so funny. Self-deprecating. So hilarious guy. So as they're all talking about this, right away, suddenly there's this like with the lights that are all kind of in this main area. And then you can hear it as the electricity shuts down. And Tom, really confused, is standing there, and everyone's starting to whisper. And he walks in and he's whispering to the people to his left, and the 2 guards come forward and he's whispering to them. Ikto, what do you guys want to do?
How dark is it? Like, how dark is it really?
Not too dark. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon now, or so. It's around there. There's light trickling in from the outside, from these beautiful glass windows that make up the 9 Lives in this gigantic meeting center. So there's light. It's okay. It's just that it seems the power's out.
Oh, wow. My stupid apprentice probably did something so stupid. Oh, no. Oh,
George, is that you?
Oh, hey.
Oh, it's so good. Everybody. It sounds like maybe George has an explanation for this. Everyone, George. And so all
Yes.
30 people in this room turn towards you, Ikto, in anticipation, confused, concerned.
My apologies, everybody, but there was some minor tweaking that needed to be going on, but nothing this big. My apprentice is a little he's dim, and I think that maybe he may have messed something up. Shouldn't be too long now. I'd go check on him, but I'm entertaining my wonderful company right now. So, but rest assured, all is fine. All is good. We are fine.
Okay, I want you to roll, and you get to choose. It can be a
Okay.
persuasion or a performance check, because you're both performing as George and persuading as George. So one
All
of the
right,
two.
I did persuasion. I got a 7 + 7, so 14
14, okay. Let me roll.
for 30 people.
Yeah, so I'm not going to roll for all 30. You'll see who I'm rolling for in a second. Wow. Okay. So yeah, as you're saying this right away, everyone's kind of looking at you, muttering, confused. And then Tom says, everybody, please. This event is one we've been waiting for some time. Listen to George. It'll be but a second. Let's get inventive and use this as a fun means of doing things by candlelight if it gets too dark and we can't see. Yes, everybody?
Oh,
and
what a wonderful idea. Oh, I love you so much. Oh.
fantastic. Everybody, please continue, pick up the events. And so everyone's kind of like scrambling, and there's some light music. The celloist begins to play again, and the atmosphere picks back up, not in confusion anymore. However, you can see that the guards are kind of pulling Tom aside and roping him in. It seems that he's being informed of the things that have happened today. You can kind of hear yeah, oh, a dog. Interesting, yes.
While the guards are talking to him, I'm going from the dining room into that hallway that is over to the left. So it goes where the elevator and the bedroom and all that shit is.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to do with that because this light was so bright in my eyes. So what were you saying again, P? Which room?
Oh.
I'm looking at the map.
So I'm just going to run. Well, I was just going to run out into the hallway. That was my plan so far.
Okay, great. So that hallway where everybody was in. So you actually walk into the hallway. You can see these sort of weird metallic panels on the floor. You can see that there's lights, but it's very dark and you're able to kind of hide in the shadows here. Where are you trying to run to once you're in the hallway?
I want to go up the hallway between the bedroom and the change to bar. I want to go, and then I'm going to take a left, and I'm running to the staircase over here in the corner.
Okay, yeah. So you do so. You run over there, you run to the staircase in the corner, and you begin to make your way up the staircase. It goes up to the second floor, it appears. Okay, sounds good. So you make your way there. Ikto, what are you doing?
Well, I'm with these people right now. I'm gonna say, darling, it was so good catching. Let's do tea on Tuesday.
Oh, we really must. Oh, I love your place. You're always telling us to come over, but I'm sorry I've been so busy. It's just hard. We have things we're doing.
We're so busy when they don't tell you when you get rich, you get busy. That's the classic phrase.
Really. If you don't mind me, I'll be right back. I'm going to make sure that Tom's okay, yes? And so she walks over to him.
I wanted to go say hi to him as well as I leave. Could I come with you?
Yes, of course, accompany us. Come on over. And so she brings you over and she leads you over towards Tom. Eucalyptus, what are you doing at this moment? Because it looks like you're busy. Oh, you're silent. I'm sorry.
I was gonna just pull the emergency.
Yeah, there it goes. So you take a beat, you count down to 10.
10.
And you pull it right away. You can hear kind of like a ringing going off as this is all happening. Everybody in this building right now hears the ringing. And right away, as you had been led towards Tom, you can hear Tom say, oh, that's probably means someone's stuck in the elevator. That is the warning sign for that. Guards, go to it. And so like some guards are sent up. People are once again confused, and Tom calms everybody down by declaring, oh, it's about the elevator. Somebody must have been going up and down, maybe a servant or somebody in that regard. So to continue, enjoy the music. Within mere moments, the sound will be gone. So don't worry, everybody. And also, the alarm reminds me of a time in my life when I was alarmed about who I was. But now I'm figuring out who I am outside of my job, because commercialism is hard, you guys, and we got to keep pressing forward here and work yourself to the bone and figure out the rest. So everybody will talk soon. Okay. And so he takes a beat and he says that everybody kind of raised their glasses up and cheers to it. And one woman there is like, as long as we don't have to lift a finger, right? And it's everybody else. And they're all like laughing and cheering. Yeah. So you guys throw at me. You guys tell me what's going on. P, you're up on that second floor. You're making your way kind of through that upward corridor area. Where would you like to go? I just want to know visually.
Okay, so I am trying to be sneaky to look around where the little eagle room is.
Okay, so you're actually going to be roping around that straight path there. You can hear two low voices right outside of the library door. And right away, the people whispering are good old friends Jarfield and Charlene. You can actually see Charlene. You can't see Jarfield, but you can see Charlene. And as a moment passes, you also catch that Charlene is like sniffing around. Jarfield, can I also have you sniff? That's just going to be a perception check.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to just really do it.
Yeah. But don't forget, this is with this smell. So I don't know if you had like a bonus on that. So just note that.
Okay, perception is 19 plus 5, so 24. And I'm not sure if tabaxis have like an actual bonus on that.
Yeah, they might not, but you guys rolled really high, both of you. And as you're sniffing, something interesting happens. You pick up no scent whatsoever of Blurmole. No scent.
Okay, so what I'm going to do in that case is, I guess let's just go to that tabaxi room. Maybe he's in there.
So that would actually be through these doors that you have to make your way through the library room, if you remember that.
Right.
So as you're doing that, you make your way kind of almost towards the library door, and the P rounds the corner, and you can see her. She's right there. She's kind of sneaking in the shadows.
Hey, did you see how I tripped that guard who was chasing you earlier? That was super cool, right?
No, I didn't see it. You're invisible. Where's Eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus is trapped in the elevator, but it's okay. She's just gonna like pretend like she fainted or whatever.
Yes,
so,
it's a good chance that people are going to be coming up here soon, so we should make our way into the library.
Yeah, we're going to the library. You in?
Yeah, I'm up here to protect you guys. Yes, let's go.
Thank you. Please. Okay, so let's all sneak in the library.
As you go to touch the library handle, the actual handle of the door, you can tell that there's some electrical currents that go through that too, but because the electricity is off, you only get like the small shock of it. It takes a beat as you try to juggle the handle, and it is locked. So there seems to be a lock mechanism. So does anybody want to attempt to, or have lock picking tools?
I have lock picking tools.
There you go.
And I can attempt
timing.
to unlock it.
All right, let's do a dexterity check, and don't forget to add that bonus because you are proficient.
Okay. I'm not used to being proficient at things. Where do I find that? Because
So what is your dexterity modifier?
Oh, +2.
So it'd be double that. So it'd be +4.
Okay.
So add 4 to that.
It did the thing where it didn't land up on side. It's on the
You can roll it again, yeah.
Okay, so 19.
Nice. It's a hard mechanism. This requires a very specific old key, and you have a feeling that if the electrical currents were going through this would even be more difficult to handle. But because of the way you're able to kind of lift the pins and deactivate the sort of electrical current, you can kind of feel like a snap as you pull on one of the wires inside of it. You slowly open the door, turning the handle, and you make your way in to this gigantic, beautiful library. So you guys are in it, and you just see these it's probably somewhere around 15 to 20 feet tall bookshelves, these ladders that line the whole exterior of this area. You can see that there are bookshelves kind of like in the center too, a little bit lower. There's like little seating areas, but it looks kind of quaint. However, you had been informed that everything here turns around into a meeting grounds. So what may be perceived at first is not what is. But you guys quietly make your way in and close the door. Right at that moment, there's feet up the door, running. And you can hear the sound of guards coming up to probably save Eucalyptus.
And I want to take like a little bit of my leather armor, and I want to cut a little bit of it off, and I want to jam it into the door after we relock it, just so it's even harder to open. I want to we need to jam it.
Sounds good. So you take a beat and you kind of just make a quick dex check for me. Dexterity check.
19, naturally.
Okay, yeah.
No pluses. Oh wait, 21 if I add my plus.
Okay, then I'm going to say this. You notice that the door and the way that the handle is, there's technically 2 doors that kind of let into this large library. You went to the right door and deactivated it and like pushed it open. You take that cloth and you tie the 2 handles together and you tighten it because of the way that the door's open. So you know that it's going to cause some noise or trouble, and at least it'll warn you if people come in your direction too, if not slow them down too. So as this is happening, let's go back to Chante real quick. As Eucalyptus, you can hear the sounds of the guards running up the stairs, starting to pry open the elevator for you very slowly. So it's like, the claw of life or whatever they call it. It's good fun as they're trying to get you out. But Chante.
I
You're in the basement.
What am I doing? I take a potion to heal myself.
Potion healing, okay.
How do I do that in Beyond?
So
D&D?
that should be, so it's just your standard potion of healing, if I'm not incorrect, right?
Yeah, it's the one that we got all the way back.
So that is just, that's 2d4 plus 2. So you roll 2d4
Okay.
and then you add 2.
Right. So, wait, D4. Sorry. D4 is the
The little square
pyramid?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
The pyramid one, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 6.
So you heal up 6. You take a beat as you drink this potion. I'm going to say you slowly get down into the fetal position. And then you slowly rock. You slowly rock for a beat after having gone through what you just went through. And we're going to take a break because guess what? That's going to be the end of this episode as they continue to try to go through this crazy, crazy heist of 9 lives. The story continues, you guys. Will they make it out alive? Who knows? Because at this rate, anything goes. We love you guys.
Yay. Thanks,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Fun.
Nah.
Bye.